Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's a magnificent Monday. It's St. Paddy's Day, and if you're lucky, we are here early. Yes, we're here early. I know some people might be confused, but Raw starts in about 12 and a half minutes. We have all your action, all the reaction, and a special guest. You know, we had to mix things up a little on St. Paddy's Day, so we went gotten an Irish Nick, a partly Irish Nick. So it's going to be a fun one here on the show tonight. Make sure you strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream, and yes, I will repeat, we are here earlier than usual, earlier than expected. The show is live from Brussels, international show, but thanks to Netflix, we will be going live nice and early. So we got a little bit of a ramp up, about 11 minutes now before we jump into all this. It's going to be an exciting day on the show. We have a very, very special guest, which I'll introduce in a second. But I will remind everyone out there, I am Mr. Overnight, KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and that is Geekbox. What is up, Mr. Nick? How are you doing? The box is on the loose.
Yeah, I'm good, man. How you doing? Also, welcome to my time zone.
Right. Now,
you American Canes over here.
Right. Our usual Nick has like a little shtick. You got a shtick?
So I don't know most of my sticks are friendly for YouTube, but
well, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you keeping me company today. The perks of the international shows in the earlier time is our friends over across the pond get to, not do this in the wee hours of the morning. So I see that chat filling up already today. Get in the chat, hit like, share, subscribe. If you haven't checked Geekbox out yet, go check out Geekbox, the video king, the video Viking, but I'll call him the king today. But yes, go check out his content. He's killing it, not just wrestling. He ventures into video games and other content. So go check that out. Go give him love. He's given a great community for us streamers out there to share our reactions. But welcome, sir. Exciting times here at WWE.
Hell yeah. And yeah, thanks for having me on, man. Like I said, it's been a long time waiting until we've been able to coordinate this back up because of living so far away from each other. But yeah, it's freaking awesome to be back, man. It's and especially actually getting to catch a show this time.
Yes.
The last one was pre-Netflix, so to try and catch a show for me, I'd have to pay like the £40 a month for the sports channels to get it.
I feel that.
I think that's like what, $47 or something over that way. So right, just to watch Raw in the middle of the night when I'm probably going to fall asleep, it's a bit of an expense.
Well, it's a pleasure to have you, sir. I see this chat filling up. I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. Maybe we're helping you get through your Grr Monday, but it's going to be a fun one here on the channel. Do remember we are back tomorrow for NXT. It's a regular show for NXT tomorrow, so we will be here at our normal 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. Dynamite this week. Remember, Friday, another special show, another early start time. So make sure you're here for that as well. But don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Make sure you click that like button as we see this climbing already here today, 77. So almost at 100 likes already. So we do appreciate that. But as far as today goes, my friend, I mean, we got lots going on in Cena and Cody for the first time since the turn. Will be under the same roof. This has been crazy. What's your take on the turn?
Oh man, that was proper. Like, I think how many times over the years have we literally gone, oh, Cena's gonna is it and then it's I've resisted the evil, I'm not gonna do it. And I honestly, that time round as well, I was like, yeah, it's going to be The Rock nods him and then he's going to go for it and then he's going to cheap shot The Rock or something and be like, no. So yeah, when he kicked him, I proper turned back into a 10-year-old. I just sat there going, oh, what the hell's going on? I was like, they actually pulled the trigger.
Yeah, when they got that the motion from Rock, I think we all kind of turned into kids for a second of like, it still had that disbelief. Like you were waiting for him to like push Cody out of the way and kick the Rock. And when he stepped back and punted one between the pipes, man, did the place go crazy. And now highly anticipated. What will he say? What will he do? How is this interaction between Cody and Cena going to play out?
Yeah, and I think my brain skipped ahead straight away as well, though, because I kind of was like, oh my God. Then once the shock of it passed, my brain went, we can get face Orton versus heel Cena.
Right.
Trying to push Cody straight out of the picture, if I'm honest. And then came back to it and I was like, oh yeah, that'll be a good match as well.
Right. Well, and it's funny because Nick and I kind of debated quite a bit about the idea of Cody becoming the heel. And I just didn't think they were ready to do that. And though I felt that way, no, I did not expect them going, all right, Cody's not going to switch. We'll flip Cena real quick.
Yeah. And that's the thing as well. Other people saying, oh, that's going to be the twist. Cody's going to turn. And it was like, it's one of those things of like, 2 weeks before that, they posted up that Cody had just broken 10 million in merch sales in a bracket. I was like, there's the same reason Vince would never turn Cena. You don't take the biggest earner and then throw him down the drain.
Yeah, that was my hesitation. I thought if you pushed Cody into that, it might be too soon. I feel like there's a lot of, like you said, 10 million sales. So he's sitting pretty. But with all that being said, we have about 6 minutes to the start of the show. We're going to do our best, folks out there, to sync up. Remember, at the top of the hour, the show will go live. Myself and Nick are going to try and dial in together. I don't know if I'm letting kayfabe out. Should I call you Box Geek, the man, the myth, the legend?
Call me Nick if you want.
But, yeah, we're looking forward to this one. We will say hello to the people real quick, run through some of this, but Odds is in the house. Rocco, welcome back. Joe AP is Raw on now. Raw is on in 6 minutes.
There you go. I've limb dined it. I'll make it. I'll come on, left earlier.
Right. Matty Marijuana back with us. How you doing, Matty? How you doing? Feeling good? Stay awake, my guy. I know it's these early shows help us. Imagine if Raw was always in Europe, daytime for US, midnight Australia, and nighttime in India. Get rest, India. There you go. There you go. I mean, again, they've enjoyed going international, and I know some fans get a little pissy, but that's what happens when you're spoiled.
Think as well with that, the international thing. I was like, a few Americans I've spoken to have really gone, I realize how lazy our fans have actually got. They were like, the noise they hear, they're like, wow, we don't get that back home. And now,
I mean, it was very apparent a lot, in a couple of weeks recently, like in Philadelphia, New York wasn't the loudest of crowds. Philadelphia was really quiet. And I mean, then you go over to, we've seen them in Toronto recently. They were in Barcelona, and the fans lose their mind. So the American audience got to step it up a little.
Yeah, I think it's familiarity as well. I think there's a lot as well. Like if you miss a show for a lot over there, we can catch another one in a few weeks. You just got to drive another half hour. Mm-hmm. Whereas over here, it's like this is like a once in a lifetime for some people that they'll get to go to an actual show.
100%. Damien, I see you. How you doing? How you doing? Damien might have a new belt around his waist. We'll keep that a secret right now. But Damien, you might be congratulations in your direction very soon. Kevin, welcome back. Bradley, always a pleasure, sir. Thank you for being here. Wrestling Proud, welcome. 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's go. Yeah, daytime. And like I said, I brought a friend this time as I was here Friday for 4 hours just hanging out on my lonesome with the crowd. It was always good. TJ, Michael, Sam Raider. I like it. Thank you. Giving us love. I appreciate that. Roman, good to see you. 605, welcome back. Clay Lewis, welcome. Jordan, Roman, Bonkers from your neck of the woods.
Hey. Oh, Liverpool fan though, mate. Come on.
Larry, welcome back. Roman, I see you. 605, we got you. Odds, good to see you. Christian with a long one, but if I know Cody Rhodes, he's going to cut a promo on John Cena saying, I don't even know who this John Cena is anymore. John Cena, I know, would never sell his soul. Yeah, I mean, again, that's going to be a big part of this story is how could you do it, man? How could you hurt everybody?
Yeah. I get a feeling a part of Cena's thing is going to be is like, who's had my back for the last few years? Because and there'll be The Rock's the only one that reached out to me.
Yeah. And I mean, they kind of set that tone at the Royal Rumble presser when he came in and he was disgruntled and kind of threw it up there. It's like, I've given so much, it's my time to take. So, and it sets up that number 17 pretty good.
I think as well when he came back and faced up against Owens ages ago, and he kept talking about how he kept losing.
Yeah,
like, I keep losing, I keep coming back, I keep doing this. It's like people want to say I'm burying. I think it's the storytelling's been building for longer than we realized.
Oh, absolutely. It definitely seems that way. Carolyn, welcome back. Wrestling God. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Repping the WFU. Remember, folks, the IWC is dead. The WFU lives strong, and it is growing by the minute, so we love seeing it. A lot of the IWC out there turning on each other, and I kind of like it. So eat each other. And if you don't want to be in the mess and the negativity and the crying and the whining, the WFU is your place to be. Smitty City, welcome back. 605, I'll get back around to that. I hope. Odds, good to see you. Sin, welcome. Caesar, as we're about 2 minutes away. Roll Tide's back with us. And here goes beard time. The Beards, Ghouls. A wonderful lady in the chat. There you go. Giving some beard love. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Roddy, welcome. No, not the wrestling Rod that we know, but the Price is Right Rod. Let's go. Come on down. Olivia, we'll go with Olivia. How are you doing, Olivia? Silk Olivia, maybe? Roll Tide, good back. Guardian. There we go. Beer goals are live. There we go. MTB, welcome back. Some new names in this afternoon chat. I like seeing it. I love seeing the new names. But Trey, good to see you. The Knee Pad Patrol, by the way, MDB, good to see you as well. Christian, we got you. This list gets longer and longer by every show. Oh, there you go. Bradley giving us
so much growth, my man.
Yeah, we can't complain. One gift from Bradley. Bradley, again, I think you're past 80 gifted memberships, so we love you for it, buddy.
Legend.
AJ, how you doing? Speed Rock over on Twitch. Don't forget, folks, we do have a Twitch, and we are currently at 46, so we are 4 away from our first milestone over on Twitch, even though we're still working out the kinks on Twitch, which I think most people do. Safid, how you doing? Welcome back. Bradley got you. John C's with us. I'm so ready for Alistair Black. So real quick, as we got a few more names, but 2 teases on Friday. We get the Phoenix tease. We get the what assumed is the Alistair tease. Pretty cool.
Yeah, man. It's like I said, I am that one that I start picking. Like, whilst you're in the stream, I was straight on Google. Like, when was his last match? Where's the number 4 come in? Like, it's 4 years ago, the 4th month.
Great.
And yeah, so I mean, bringing Alistair back. He's one of my favorites. I was gutted when he left WWE. Mm-hmm. And I think, I mean, again, he joined AEW when I was still kind of flittering in and out of trying to keep it, like, trying to have that thing. Oh, they're hitting a rough patch, but they're going to come back. Right. And then, yeah, the moment the House of Black started up properly, like I think the first time I saw them get dominated by like one person, I just went, it's like, that's it. They've just,
right.
You got to remember, one of his last matches that he had in WWE was him and Phoenix. Yeah, with him and Murphy. So
yes,
we'll go back to that once we get synced with
well,
this.
Again, I got now. I don't know what you have on your screen, but I got forever. What's that?
Got together WWE logo now.
Perfect. We are dialed in it by the looks of it. Big WWE logo. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to follow along at home, do so. We will continue to say hello to the people and answer your questions. So blow up this chat, almost triple digits. Go find 15 friends for us, and let's hit triple digits here on the stream tonight. If you haven't hit like, share, or subscribe, please do so, as we are 11 away from 100 as well. Sky view of Brussels, Belgium tonight. Let's go. Is Finn Balor ready to go? They did add a contract signing as Belair and Io Sky are set to sign the contract going into today's Raw. So that shall be interesting as well.
Yeah, man, it's pretty. I'll tell you, one of my favorite moments from last week was Finn finding out that he had that title match from Dom.
Yeah, the hug.
Such a proper. Like, that's the story they're going to tell, that Dom's actually going to try. He's either going to swerve him, or he's trying to fix the new day, fix the Judgment Day. Then yeah, I was going to say I'm all up for that, because I think that Judgment Day is like one of those great concepts, but they don't really seem to know where they are at the moment. So it's just paddling.
Yeah, they've definitely wandered from what they used to be, kind of idea. Like they're not quite that dark, devious kind of group. They've got a little more playful with Liv and Dom being the forefront. So I like the idea of Finn kind of breaking away. I know JD did an interview where he was talking about, maybe another member. I know they've teased another member before, but we are live and a sky shot. The fans brought colors. The flag in effect.
Oh, I'll tell you what, man, I love the fact that signage is coming back to WWE the way it is now. Absolutely love everything about that.
Yeah, one of the coolest things of this regime, so to speak, is them highlighting the signs of the night, and I think it's smart. I hope we don't lose Robert Morris. Roll Tide, good to see you. MDB, got you. Geekbox, where's your hat? All the hoes have hats around here.
I went and found it. I spotted that in all the chats as it was rolling through, so I went and grabbed it.
Love that Geek is prepping or repping that shirt. I love it too. I'm not even rocking the logo, so shout out to
I'm going to take this moment. Say, don't forget, guys, check out the merch store. You can get all this awesome stuff like this. It's high quality stuff as well, not the crap that I've washed this about 10 times already, and none of it's peeled or broke or nothing like you get in a lot of the shops. Yep. So great quality merch, all different colors, all different stuff, representing all the different things. Check it out, get yourself some stuff, and also it supports these awesome guys so they can do even more for you. As we know, we all love seeing what they do here. And think about it, the more they can make from here, the less they got to make away from here, so you get more time online with them. Win, 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 eh?
There you go. There you go. What a pitch. What a pitch. But we are kicking off Raw with a recap of the Cena turn. So that is obviously prevalent tonight. And I can't thank you enough for the kind words, sir. But yes, go check out the merch. We got the WFU shirts up. We got another one waiting to go out. We're just letting the first one simmer. And these are Brunch with the Boys. If you didn't get your 2024 Brunch with the Boys tour shirts, make sure you get them because they are going away and they will be replaced with the 2025 tour of all the Brunch with the Boys dates. What's up, John C? Bonkers, Jimmy, Carolyn, Ted 2, joke. Oh, okay. Roddy, got you. Carolyn, breathing. That's good news. Jose, good to see you. What's up, Michael Banner? There you go. Feeling the love. Geekbox getting some more love.
Much appreciated. I was listening at the same time, then I was just sharing out the link again onto my guys, my channel, to get them to come and join us as well.
Beauty. And feel free to drop your link in the chat for the folks as well. I see Boston in the house. How you doing, buddy? OG Dale's in the house. Roll Ties, Caroline Saffitz, Lonely Death Arts. What up? How you doing? Ringsider Anthony, shout out Geekbox. Let's go. I'm interested to see what John Cena's new look and entrance music is. Yeah, Larry, a lot of people talked about this. I don't know. Like, is he going to go back to Thugonomics? Will he just still come out with his old one so they can all chant John Cena sucks in unison? I don't know.
I thought about this because Thugonomics was obviously his original heel thing, but then if he's with The Rock, is he going to be the come out wearing the suit and everything? So it's completely anti-Cena all the way through.
That was my big question. Does he put the jorts on the shelf?
Yeah, because the Thugonomics thing was still anti-authority even as a heel.
True.
As we it's dying here.
Oh, we're wasting no time. I think you just got it. Can you hiccup yours? Just like pause play.
Oh, he's still a fruity pebble.
Yes, okay. But the booze from Brussels. Let's go. Yeah, they left it for the song. What does that say? What did that say?
In fact, it was my last time is now.
Okay,
been using still. Yeah, it's all still the same stuff by look of it, but it had Brussels on it instead.
Okay. This theme song sucks. Yeah, I think that's the point. You need to grow a beard, Anthony. I think Anthony's been trying for like a year and a half now. 20 seconds, 19, 18. Look, the countdown is on. We are live, folks. Raw is live. If you were just tuning in to us now, Raw is live. We will be sharing some spoilers. By some, I mean all. We will be the reaction to everything that happens. if anyone hears my voice right now and you can't make it to one of these afternoon shows, don't forget, you can always hit play on the recording and watch us as you watch wrestling whenever you can.
We'll do and see you get the company even if we're not here.
Right. I'm here from work. There you go. We'll help you get through that work shift. Let's go. Let's go, Laura. Jose, welcome back. Dun, dun, dun. Stoner Jesus, may the blunt be with you, sir.
Second favorite box.
Jamie, welcome back. Welcome back. Do you think the Judgment Day turns on Finn tonight? We're close, I think. I think they're close.
Yeah, that is going to be, they're going to try and help Finn. That's what's going to cost him again to go back to square one.
Yeah, but I think it just feels too nice. There's something afoot. We don't trust anything, friendly and nice in wrestling.
I actually have a feeling with it that
right,
they're going to try and do right by Finn, and then he's going to turn on Dom, and that's the big FU that after they helped him, he turned on them.
I'm amazed at how quick the fans have taken to the hatred. It's like they've been waiting so long to really tell this man he sucks that here we are, and it is loud.
I've been doing this for the last 20 years, so it's easy for me.
Right? Oh, there are some let's goes in there, guys. Hey, people can see whatever they want about The Rock, can see whatever they want about Cena, see whatever they want about Cody, but you find me any other wrestlers on the planet that are just getting this kind of vibe. I mean, we can throw a Punk in there as well, but I mean, the fans are rabid, sold out building, and the fans are all over this.
This is nuclear heat. That's proper best. No, part of me in my head is don't just drop the microphone and walk off, mate. Like you did at the
I was thinking he might. He could drop the mic and go to step away, and then the Cody music hit.
Yeah, that's what I was feeling.
But if you say nothing and just leave, come on, you're killing me, Smalls.
That's proper heel. That's old school 80s, 90s heel work. That is
right. This is epic. Epic.
Oh, there we go.
It's one of the loudest crowds I've heard. They're just giving it to him. Oh, he did.
Oh.
He dropped the mic. He picked up the mic.
Obviously, I'm not talking unless you stop doing.
You sold out, Chance Breakout. Nick, Brussels is with it. And by the way, folks, happy St. Paddy's Day to everybody out there. That heat is, the crowd is hot. Brussels couldn't wait to boo this man. When someone is properly grounded in life, this is better than the heel turn. The crowd is cooked. Welcome back, 316. Roman, I see you. AR1, I see you. Brandon, Lonely Death Arts, I think we got you. Valen, welcome back. Scott Rizzo in the house. Good to see you, buddy. If I missed you, just say hello again. We'll get back to you. We do our best.
And of course, you want to make sure you get seen. Don't forget super chats available. Nice big bright colored box draws everyone's eye.
This man's a pro. He dialed in, doing all my call-outs. I love it. This is wicked. The boos are loud. Everything's loud. Brussels is loud. The victim. He's taking a page out of Kevin Owens' book. Let's go. Raj YTV shouting you out. You have lost your time to talk.
You do, my brother.
The prototype, that's going way back. That's a deep cut odds. I think going international opens it up to everybody. Plus, it's a lot louder in the crowds. Facts. Speaking of facts, schools.
So I like when they come over here and it's I feel like British crowds have power that no others have, and also a lot less filter.
And a big part of it, much less filter. And it's that they get that football vibe. They're used to going to football games and chanting and singing, where you go to a baseball game here it's you cheer for the hits, and might get up in the seventh inning stretch and sing a little, but it's not that football crowd, that rabid crowd.
Yeah, it's pretty. I think I got a bit of that when I did that. I was going to do a video for the reactions for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And it's like people score, and it's like, there it is.
Yes.
There's like no noise. I was like, oh, never mind.
I'm a human being. Oh, this is good. This is good shit. Everyone out there wondering how Cena was going to approach this. Now we know. The same damn noise for 25 years. Yes.
I like the fact he's going down that route of, for years you booed me and told me you didn't like me, and now you're surprised. Yo, what up, Western God?
Those are loud. They're really loud. Oh, 100%.
This is cooking through, isn't it? You've had for life.
He's not wrong. That's the hard part with this. He's not wrong.
Yeah, see, I like the Cena because it's last few years for me of Cena got a little too cartoony.
Yeah.
Like the overreactions to things. I wasn't a Cena fan to begin with, really, but in the end, I started getting I don't even want to watch because it's embarrassing to watch.
Right. He's trying to flex that acting muscle. I hadn't quite got it yet. He's getting mad. I've had enough. Listen, I mean, this is what we want to see when this brand gets back to the US of A, and we want to see the crowds cook like this.
Yeah.
What up, Kyle?
Yeah, I say it's just that layering through, isn't it? I think there's a lot of, like you said, I think it's almost like a conditioning in America where it's like you can do a certain amount of cheering, but then you can't go past a certain line. You have to be like, whereas I think a lot of European countries just like F you, it's I'm screaming if you like it or not.
Right. Yeah. Love this. Victim my ass. That's it, Bradley. Yeah, same idea for sure, Jose. Got that, Hogan, I gave everything to you people and you started booing me. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. A shame that Hogan keeps going back to that in real life.
Yeah. Life imitating art there, Hogue. Hey.
That's the like European thing possible for me.
Hot start to Raw, folks. I know the sun is out. Everyone, I hope's feeling good. I hope your weather's lovely. It's springish. So this is awesome. Each one of you idiots has proven my point. Wow. Crybaby Cena. I like it.
Oh, John.
What up? What up? TJ. Break a wish. I like that one.
You see the videos that said about Cena next time you see the Make-A-Wish kid and it's Brock Lesnar pushes that down.
What? Nobody, not one of you son of bitches has how I feel.
You know what? I know it's not part of this storyline. You know, the perfect person I'd love to come out during this would be Drew McIntyre.
Mm-hmm.
You think you've had it?
You get nothing. Holy shit. Okay. You don't get new music. So anyone out there questioning the choices, these are intentional choices. You don't get new shit just because you want it.
This is clever. I'm not changing because it's me, not what you want. F you.
Answering all the critics. You just took all the weight out of anybody that's going to criticize. You just stole it. Yeah, he said he was going to do it because screw you.
Well said. I so hope he changes the AA back to FU as part of this.
It should have never been the AA. It was a weird choice.
I don't have it over there. We have the AA over here. It's a breakdown service.
Yeah.
It's all over pictured.
We want Cody. Mr. Noob, just started my shift. What am I supposed to listen to on the way home now? The replay. Listen to Waller shit. Go listen to some of our interviews and our wing show, which is back this Thursday.
Yeah, put it back to the right time when you start the show, and you can have the company mode all the way through. And if you do get home, don't forget there's adverts in between, so you can use those to catch up to actually being live.
Yeah,
and you can join us for the ultimate fun. Thanks, Jessica.
You're the Let's Go Cena people. This is theater, says Paul. Welcome. Heel turning in full effect. There's a hard step into the heel.
Yeah, it's been the first time in years of not wanting Cena to get off TV straight away.
100%, and the crowd on their feet and vocal.
Oh yeah.
80 degrees and sunny in Miami. Jose, I'm coming to see you, bro. Come on now. Cena sucks jack-offs. If anybody who hates Cena wants to know what you are, you're now a Cena sucks jack-off.
I'd have that on a shirt.
Yeah, right? This is such hokey crap. Come on, really, Jay? Really? Oh, man. This is like Pro Wrestling 101. What is hokey about it?
That's 3 years of Cena. That was hokey.
Yeah. At least this feels genuine. Probably what he thinks when he's at home. These fucking people.
Is it wrong that at the same time I want the audience to start a Nikki Leffy chant just to really see if they can push him?
Right. If you really want to make them a heel, put them back together on TV.
Yeah. With literal, you can look, but you can't touch.
Right. You are pathetic. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Facts.
Right.
Great quote. Geekbox, we need more Call of Duty, says Samarator.
That's good. Something to look at. And that my live stream. Live stream for me is a nut because of how little time I get to get on and get live. It's normally if I do, I have to finish work after a 13-hour shift, then live stream, then get to bed before going back to work the next morning. So,
if only there was 30 hours in a day, folks.
And time zones for like wrestling stuff as well. So I get a lot with things like this. When's this video coming? I'm like, I'm going to sleep first.
I laugh at yours because you'll get like something up super quick, and then someone will be like, "Yeah, but are you going to do this?" You're like, "Bro."
It does sometimes. Even otherwise, you're going to do these other 3 videos. I'm like, I just don't have. By the time I put those videos out, SmackDown's already going to have happened or something, and then I'm just going to be playing catch up.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, and. My missus, the 0 Goal 6 contest, but she's had times where she's literally come in and gone, right, you can finish that in the morning, you're falling asleep in your chair.
Oh, yeah.
She'll put me straight because she knows I'll push too hard otherwise.
Right. I think Cody's going to get an insane pop when his music hits.
Oh yeah, I would say the only thing I don't like right now, if Cody's in the building, is that he let him talk this long when he's supposed to be that angry at him.
Right. I was also
annoys me in wrestling. When two guys come out and have an entrance and they hate each other, but they just stand there waiting. Like, you get in there and
right
are out of them instantly.
Yeah, I don't disagree. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Got it.
There you go, John. You've had your like 10, 15 minutes.
I was actually just thinking, like, he's kind of proven his point. We need to break this up soon, right? Like, you can only keep going back to like, yeah, you're dumb, you're dumb, you're dumb, you're dumb, you're dumb. So good yank before it got a little long in the tooth.
This is not because he spoke so long there. Yeah. This is like, weirdly enough, an old Vince trick I would have preferred is if they then showed Cody rolling up in his car. So it's like, that's why he's not interfered yet, because he's just turned up.
Yeah.
And now you've got the excuse of why he could talk so long, and now Cody can be like, yeah, I'm here now, shut up.
As a pyro. The crowd on their feet, singing. They couldn't wait to sing. I love your videos, Geekbox, says Jessica.
Yo.
Love it.
And you enjoy? There's more and more coming too.
All right.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, I think somebody said earlier about my game, called during the game videos. It's quite funny enough. I've just started doing a challenge run on Fallout New Vegas yesterday. I've not done one in ages for the channel. So I was going to get it in. And obviously, we've got the podcast episodes coming.
Yes.
And I'm sure it's not keeping it a secret that, you know, you're going to see the Wrestling for Life boys on there sooner than later.
Definitely. We're going to make
that. You are literally my favorite wrestling channel.
Don't tell the other ones, folks. But we should be everyone's favorite.
But there's plenty more coming. Yeah, I need to get more involved with it. I put out a thing before asking about people wanted like reviews, and I thought there's so many channels that do reviews and all the extra content. So when you think, apparently I was completely wrong. Got loads of feedback, people saying they'd love to see all this extra stuff about on the channel. So I'm like, okay, so we're going to be working on that as well.
Right.
Get used to seeing this weird face on your screen more often.
Let's go. Well, folks, we got Cody, we got Cena in the same ring at the same time. Cody going for a mic. This shall be fun. Jason taking the heat. Sorry, Jay.
Let's see your stuff.
You're allowed.
The cameraman just tripped as he was getting in the ring.
Oh shit! It's okay. It was good. I thought it was solid, but again, Cena's not everyone's cup of tea. But my God, did the building come alive?
I get sometimes long talking segments kicking off shows as well can bring the atmosphere and the energy down before the matches bring it back up again, I think.
Yeah. The crowd is so loud right now. Where are all the people that are like, Cody's not over when moments like this are happening?
In my head at the same time, I see that shot in my picture, AEW fan going, there's an empty chair over there.
Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, that's football that is.
Right. Cena Orton Backlash will be very interesting. The first step is, will Cena take the title at Mania, which I'm torn on a little bit, but Randy Orton seems like a shoe-in to be at least main event, co-main event, and prominent in St. Louis for Backlash for sure.
Drone shot.
Am I toxic for liking this? No, I don't think so. Not at all.
Oh. Cody, say something, mate.
Right? Cody milking it. We might be an hour into the show before this segment ends. We're already 27 minutes into this bad boy.
Take something from your old man, Dusty Rhodes, used to get in, look around and go, you've got something to say to me, boy? Doing it.
Even myself, if I understood correctly from what you just said.
Cody needs some sleep, I think.
We're right a little bit. I'm sure he reads really good bedtime stories.
Yeah. We actually did one over here on one of our kids' TV things.
Right.
They have different guests with bedtime stories, and he was one of the ones a couple of months ago that did
it. Cena just beat his ass and walk off. Maybe. We'll see. This is wrestling, guys. Jose, I'm with you, man. This is like you go through any era of wrestling. This cooks. This works. Enough. Ooh. Cody getting some bass in his voice. That's why. Take it back. Jay, if you don't love it, it's okay. As you can see, there is people that are really enjoying it, but I think this works in a lot of levels. But again, who the hell are you?
Yeah, that's true, MDB.
Make Cody stupid like he does to everyone else. I don't think so. And I don't know. I think Cody's got enough bullets that he can play that game. So,
yeah. Plus not normally seen embarrassing people is playing up to the crowd, embarrass them. Whereas now he's like, I ain't touching it.
Yeah, that's a perfect point. Okay.
So go find John Cena because I want to wrestle.
Go find. Anyone else think he was going to say go something else yourself?
Yeah. One fun. Didn't we do this storyline?
Sorry, called him a whiny bitch and walked off.
He's right. But like I said, I swear, didn't we roll this storyline with Edge years ago? He was like, I don't want to face this John Cena. I want to face the John Cena that fought me at WrestleMania.
Definitely got the same pain.
Sorry. Edge. Cope.
Cody gets a huge pop from the crowd. Basically says, go find the real John Cena. Calls him a whiny bitch. Walks off. No music. Just the crowd singing. This was excellent. This was a hell of 30 minutes. I don't care what anyone says. This was not too long. It all made sense. It all clicked, at least for me, folks.
It's funny because the way they've done this now is basically Cody's taken on the aspects that made Cena the babyface. He doesn't give up, doesn't back down, and he'll tell you straight to your face. And now Cena's got to deal with it on the other end of the stick for once.
Right. And Cody really gets to be the voice of the people, right? You know, you're whining, you're this, you're not who you said you were. So it works. And he drops the mic and like, look, they're pissed.
The
crowd is so loud. I think they're making a conscious choice not to play anybody's music. Like no music for Cody, no music for John, just crowd on the way out.
That's a smart way to do it. Like I said, the guy that's directing all this now, he used to do a movie. He was a movie director, wasn't he? Instead, they took him on, and the difference has been phenomenal since.
Oh, the production level has been phenomenal. I mean, again, it's second to none. Fortunately for some out there, but I mean, it is what it is. They've had a long time to figure some things out. But Bruce moving on and getting some new blood into that, that realm of WWE, what a difference.
I mean, yeah, like I said, it was. By the time they got to the end of the Reynolds scene, I'm the same guy doing it for 30 years. It's like you got the experience, but it was just became so boring. The same 6 static shot over and over and over on it. Yeah, like Kevin Dunn, the master of none. It's like, and I said this guy coming like this sort of stuff as well, showing them coming in and out of the rampway from the backstage area. Absolutely, I popped like a kid when the first did that.
Oh yeah,
because it reminded me of the old 90s shots that they used to do. They did the mix, actually, following them out.
Right. But we go, by the way, breaking news for those who don't know, Corey Graves with Michael Cole today.
Yeah.
Pat couldn't go to Belgium. Now, Michael Cole dropping his 2 cents on John Cena. Sorry, Nick.
I just find it funny that Corey Graves looks like he's just realized that he's there. He's just like, oh, Michael. Where's my wife?
Right. Cody Rhodes. Again, the energy in the building was electric. So I can't
say, if you're going to make Corey Graves try and look good, don't put him next to Michael Cole or people to do it.
Well, again, people are so used to that Pat vibe, right? So Pat couldn't go. At least, we got Corey back up. We don't know what's happening with this relationship.
Oh, yeah. Oh, running it through back from WrestleMania 3.
Right.
The month after I was born, that is.
Yeah, shoot.
I feel like I was born.
A toddler. I was a toddler.
Yeah. I was born at such a lucky time in the world. As we used to be wrestling fans as kids. We grew up with the proper meat and grit of it. Yeah.
So yeah, they tie in Macho Man versus Ricky the Dragon, comparing it to Finn and our buddy Braun Breaker here tonight, live from Brussels. IC title is on the line as we get a lights out. And it's Gunther.
It's Ludwig.
I mean, it's Ludwig, the other one. So
you didn't say that. I did a mental check then. I thought I was like, I thought it was Kaiser.
Well,
I said he's pretty much not connected to Gunther anymore, so they need to do something with the music for that.
And I thought he had his own, but they could mix it up a little for Ludwig. I think Ludwig's going to be a big thing as we move forward. I think he's great. So,
like I said, I'm so happy they've done this because connecting Kaiser to Gunther, for me, like they pushed him so far into the back, and I'm like, that is one of the most technically gifted guys on the roster right now.
Right,
and he's being treated as the backup guy. It was driving me mental. So now they're doing something with you. I'm like, good. If he wins this match, don't expect me to be quiet about it.
There you go. But we got Ludwig, Penta. So we go from the fiery intro of Cena, Cody, and we're going into a street fight. No holds barred. Well, I mean, the other company says street fight more than this one. No holds barred match as Ludwig, Penta, and a lot of buzz. We saw Penta's brother teased on SmackDown.
Yeah.
But they're chanting Ludwig Kaiser.
He's just so good.
Oh, yeah. Some people just are meant to have a microphone, and he's one of those guys that just comfortable as shit from the minute go.
So he has got that 1997 William Regal touch to his microphone skills.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talks in flat sentences with a pause at the end, but it's straightforward ABC. Shut up. Watch me do this.
There you go. He's going to take out Penta. Penta for the win. Commercial break. Yeah, so for some people out there, I believe the U.S. audience, you will be in commercial for 1 minute and 20 seconds, and we get Ludwig talking.
That confused the hell out of me when I started watching this. When it comes in the corner, like that, it's back in 1 minute 6 seconds, and it was like, what's it on about? It's on.
Right.
That's what?
Yeah, it made me chuckle. And Nick and I deal with it because Nick being in the U.S., he's like, I can't see what's happening. I'm like, I'm getting an interview.
Ludwig. It's just weird that America's been the country that's ended up with the advert out of everybody.
Right.
It's like, About the Drew McIntyre cricket commercial.
Yeah. Ludwig is a superstar bona fide talent, 100%. Absolutely a star in the making. A heel for years, I think, with Ludwig.
See, for me, I don't know how much obviously you would get with this, but like Kaiser reminds me as a guy called Crybaby Breaks in the 70s and 80s in World of Sport British Wrestling.
Right.
He is just like him, build, approach. But obviously, the only difference being Crybaby Breaks called it because when he get beat, or when he get hit with a heavy move, he throw a tantrum like Christian used to, and he used to cost him the match most of the time. So,
I like it.
there's a lot of them like that. Ooh. Bit of Oscar, can never argue with that.
I got Stone Cold on my screen.
What?
People still thinking, hoping that maybe he gets involved with Mania being in Vegas.
Yeah, we've been talking about that. Back home, the same place. Can they come to an agreement? Because last year they couldn't come to a money agreement, could they? For
maybe
WrestleMania. I get it though. It's like you said, he could drop the. He said he could drop a stunner on somebody and injure himself quite badly because it's very physical.
Yeah,
like he said he's got to think about if he does hurt himself, he's got to be covered for the time that he's recovering from that injury. So why take the risk on little money?
Yeah. And I mean, again, they have him announced for autograph sightings WrestleMania weekend, so he'll be in the neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes Penta.
At all.
Ludwig is already a winner for. Just go. There you go.
Fair enough.
Here comes Penta. Let's go. Ludwig is already a winner. Got that one, Michael. Good to see these Drew McIntyre cricket commercials crack me up.
Also, like that Penta's intro just backs the budget up of the show straight away.
Right? Intro is great. I'm back now. Let's go. Set a metal. Here comes Penta. Who is Jack Sparrow and what does Jose, Google Jack Sparrow and then connect dots.
And then they walk around your house like this. That's funny.
They're giving Penta the ole ole ole, but with zero put in. I like it.
Football chants. I saw just earlier today. I watched video. American reacts to British football chants, and the whole way through it, he's like, I don't get how you organize this and coordinate it. He was like, he was saying the only chance they have at like American football games is someone leads the chant during time. He's like, these guys will pick it up.
Right? Did you guys hand out pamphlets on the way into each other? Like, what is like? Is it like going to church and you're like, open to page 13?
It's normally one person starts chanting it and then people pick it up and it's spread to the whole stand doing it.
It's impressive. Well, folks, we are off and running. 84% of the chat taking 86, taking Penta, 10 taking Ludwig, a lowly 2 taking nobody. So,
we're in the timekeepers area.
What's that?
They're already in the timekeepers area.
Right. Oh, Penta up on the railing.
Yeah.
Whoa, Hurricane Rana. Where did Penta go? Oh, there he is.
So this is interesting. Is how often do you see Kaiser using weapons and stuff?
Not often.
Actually, the old school European chain wrestler, and he is.
Right. Yeah, not exactly his forte from what we're used to. Up and over.
If he's going to do the proper European thing and wins, it's got to be with a pair of brass knuckles because that's just
right.
A set precedent.
Oh, Penta clearing off the announce table.
What are we going at here?
KJ and Geekbox is the best. Let's go, Kevin.
Chop off.
See money in the house today.
Yeah, Penta's entrance is literally fire.
Yeah.
Oh.
Literally, yeah. Let's go.
Oh.
GB.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
all
supposed to
Cena did
break.
was- yeah, AJ, I can't agree with you at all. The crowd was into just about every minute of that. He is supposed to come out and whine. What the fuck else is he supposed to do here? I think you are putting a negative spin on something that was anticipated. I think, what would you have him do to make that good? Yeah, I think that murdered. So
I feel like if at any point during that promo you thought, "Oh my god, just shut up," he got you right. That was the whole point of that promo.
we get it. We suck. Nick changed his beard and his accent.
Yeah,
People
got
confused.
a bit more red and grey in the line.
Yeah. What's up, Paul? How you doing? AR1, welcome back.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, this the Jey, isn't it? I said he is crazy, got himself over in the past year.
Right.
Okay, we go. I think Penta could decide what he wants to do there for a second.
Okay. The pop for Jey is going to be insane. I would imagine, yeah. I am the table.
Yeah.
Oh. That's just rude. Can't
Like
slap
that.
a man like that.
I said that little swagger that Kaiser has after he does something. It's so like, it's like, I know I was supposed to hate you for it, but God, I love him for it.
The arrogance, that absolute arrogance.
It's what I've also noticed as well, between like Americans are naturally drawn, I think, to loving the baby face. Yeah, everybody else, especially Europe, we love the heels.
Right.
Always been that way.
Yeah, it's not wrong.
I
think
like,
because so often it's the European talent that comes into the States and becomes heels. So when they go back home, everyone's like, we love these guys. Like, they're ours. Like,
I feel like it's like the old lady in Shrek shouting, use the chair.
Right.
Yeah, 129 likes, 78 in chat. Well, you get people cutting out, don't you? Because whatever reason.
Rookie numbers. They
will return if they have friends, or they've gone off to get their friends to bring them back with them.
Let's go.
If you haven't done that yet, bring them.
We need all the friends.
What is a greater gift in life than sharing with your friends something that you love, like the Wrestling for Life Network channel? There you go. See, that's what good friends do. Right.
Why does Ludwig look like salamander thing from the Monster City? Definitely has that like slippery, slinky body vibe.
Hello, Penta.
Penta in control of Ludwig right now. This crowd is awesome. Hi, KJ. What can Dynamite be like? That show last week was embarrassing. Look, I took a lot of heat for my very strong opinions of last week's show. This week on paper looks much better, and hopefully it delivers. But if not, I'll be here either way.
Well, I said I'm going to give my my childish approach to that. I think we'll find AEW fans are as loud as WWE fans. There's just not enough of them to be as loud as WWE fans.
Right. They need to hand out bullhorns on the way in.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what they should start doing. They should start putting mirrors behind them so it looks like there's twice as many people.
Right.
Oh, I really hope they figure it out one day, because got all the potential in the world. AEW to be a giant standing and give people. It's more wrestling for us to enjoy.
Man.
When people are like, oh, you hate on AEW because blah blah. It's like, we hate on them because we want them to do better, but they're not.
Well, but like we took the weekend off here. I mean, if we were here live for Collision, I would have had another meltdown. Like we've seen the internet over the last couple of days talk a lot about a Collision. I watched Collision, and I was disappointed. I was glad I wasn't live for it, because I've been a fan of AEW from day one. It's why I started this with AEW, and then I tapered away as the product is tapered. I want it to swing back around. I want it to be awesome. I want every night that we cover wrestling to be fun. I don't want to be miserable.
Yeah, let's say
sorry.
Yeah, those wires did not make that fun.
Back body drop on the table.
But yeah, it's like it's just one that, like I said, I watched AEW when it first came out, before it became AEW, sort of like when they were doing the shows, and it then eventually went Elite. And like for that first year, I literally went from this is going to be so awesome to have old school wrestling to within a year, I was literally sat there like, are we just watching the same five guys? Like, has Vince McMahon taken over this production?
Right.
Right. And then it was like, oh, I wonder if the Young Bucks are going to come out now.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, it literally was for me 2010 onwards in WWE.
Right.
Like, he just got fed up of seeing the same crap over and over and over.
Oh, it's been one of the issues, especially on. Oh, they're talking about Lucha Underground. I like when they mention that stuff. It reminds us that things have changed.
Yeah, it's just okay. I'll say I do love a lot of the stuff that Penta does, but when he does those forearms that get more and more gentle as it goes on in the end, it's like, mate, you're tickling him now. Stop it.
Oh, that one wasn't gentle.
I think this is the thing when I watch these guys, because I grew up with a lot of British wrestling that as well.
Yeah.
And although it's a lot slower and broken down, there is not much in the way of mother coddling with it. Like,
no,
if you get hit, you get hit.
Put it in stiff, make it look real. Pause.
You know, it's
pull it at the mask, talking shit. Kaiser all over Penta. KJ and Geekbox, that promo was meh. All Cena did was whine. Now, we did touch on this one. Yeah. And again, I really don't know what we're looking for as wrestling fans. Like, that's as pristine of a wrestling promo segment as we can get.
Oh, yeah, the science of it, probably.
Oh,
I feel okay with, obviously, with this whole thing with Rhea. It's like, I almost feel like a bit like they did when she got injured. If Rhea went away from the title picture for a hot minute, it will mean a lot more when she's then in it next.
Yeah,
because she's in it constantly at the moment. It's like, oh, okay.
Right.
Literally the same thing we used to hate Cena for. No matter what happened, he was always involved in the title picture. It's like, I get he makes money, but it's like, I'm bored of seeing it now.
That people get tired, right? Oh, stabs the arm, stabs the arm. And the crowd right with us. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Penta stalking with the chair.
What happened?
You win.
You win.
Yeah, I'm sure that's trustworthy.
The crowd cheers.
Get it.
The crowd is awesome. Yeah, absolutely. I hit it on the head as far as why I was keen on it in the beginning. I was expecting more of I did it for the money. I can't hit. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, I guess taking a different approach opposed to, screw you guys for milking me. But I think that's the most truest to form. Cena didn't need the money, so now he's just acting. But he has been drained by the WWE universe for 25 years.
It comes to his tenants. Oh, you're the driver.
The driver
picks up the win.
Slap your mother. I love the chant, even though it's not what is being said.
Yeah, so I think it's the thing of like Cena come out and said about money. Like you said, it's like he's got more money than they'll ever know what to do with. Whereas with the whole of that, it's like his whole thing is loyalty, hustle, respect.
Right.
He feels like there's no loyalty. He's been hustling for nothing because no one's giving him back, and he's being disrespected. So he feels genuinely like he's the victim of the situation because of that.
Yeah, that's perfect. Like, that's an absolute perfect breakdown of exactly what he was expressing. His three, big moral codes, if you will, all being violated in some way, shape, or form from the fan base, and it hits it. I think Jason got to follow it up, but Yeah, I mean, it's like when we got Hollywood Rock because the fans weren't really giving him a lot of Hollywood Hogan we talked about already, where, there is the fans aren't cheering for you anyway. And that is the risk is, Cena comes in and a big group of the fans are going to boo him no matter what. Well, we'll just make everybody boo for him.
Yeah. Yeah. I said it's.
Penta got having an interview telling the fans he loves them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely a good way to put it. It was great. Why can't everyone? Well, because again, that's fair, Stoner. We let everybody kind of vent out their thoughts and we massage it out. And again,
if we sit down and shut up, the stream's going to get a lot more quiet very quickly. So
just end up like other streamers out there that stare at their screen. We don't want to do that.
Oh, mate. You know, I'm not even going to go into that right now.
Nope.
All I say quickly is I've had a handful of times where people like, some of the best ones are, why haven't you used me in your stream? I'm like, who are you?
Right.
I'm like, I didn't even know your channel existed. All this time, well, you could use one, and then you go and watch it, and it's like, I've got no idea where in the show they are, and I'm trying to find that moment because they're literally just. And it's like, what part of the show you on? Unless I can hear the show itself,
right?
And I'm not going to sit here and flick through a 4-hour stream just to then find you eventually go, ooh.
Right. No, I mean, it's something that we've always tried to hit, right? Like it's always been a pride of ours, and we've never gone searching for people like yourself, and we're grateful that people found us.
Yeah. Okay, I wonder what he was doing 5 now then.
Yeah.
That's the sound before the visual.
Right. Yeah, that was maybe a poor choice. But ladies and gentlemen, we are in a commercial break for some of you out there. For most of us, we have a conversation happening between Lawo and the American Made. Ivy will be taking on Dakota up next. Get your votes in. Who you taking? Don't forget, we are back at 7:45, a regular time for NXT tomorrow. The fallout from Roadblock, Dynamite, the fallout from the garbage that happened last week. Big title match. We're running back Revolution. Moxley and Cope are going to go one-on-one for the title again. See what that means? Thursday. Again. Wing of the Ring returns on Thursday. We're going to do WrestleMania trivia. Myself, Nick, and Anthony going to go into battle. We'll see if American Nick can defend his title and remain champion. But I think this Mania one's going to be a bit of a drag-out brawl. So.
Also, I'll just go ask as well. What in the 1980s Hick movie was American Made wearing then? It's like
they pulled up in a Trans Am or a Firebird. those overalls are aggressively American.
I mean, he's got a barbecue backstage, surely. If he's
right. Carrying taking over Judgment Day could be. I mean, interesting. I worry that it might water him down a little bit.
I will say, God, I hope not, because Karrion Kross needs to be stop putting him with people.
Yeah.
He needs to be by himself, and he needs to be destroying people, because that's what Karrion Kross is. I absolutely love Karrion Kross, and it always breaks my heart as a wrestling fan to watch him just drifting around backstage whispering in people's ear like boo-boos. It's like, just let him kill people like he should.
Yeah, he Killer Kross, right? Like he is an absolute beast when they let him loose. I agree with you. Don't put him in a group. So like people talked about Malachi coming back and joining like the Judgment Day. And I think right now Judgment Day is kind of a different vibe than that. So stay away from that altogether if you can.
Well, I think it's what I think. Like, I mean, it'll be like Judgment Day have like a hip hop song or something now as their entrance music. That doesn't tell you they've come away from the dark side of things.
100%. As here comes Dakota Kai, captain of Team Kick.
I think somebody pressed the wrong button then.
Yeah, it's funny. Even on Friday, you notice they still got the clip spots for the commercials where they're going to insert.
Yeah.
Dakota for the win. They're pushing her lately. She's earned it. I could agree with that. I could see her picking up this dub here today.
Yeah. Yeah, she definitely built up it. She's one. I think she had a rocky road a little bit coming out of NXT, but now she's found a footway to get back in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if she can stay healthy, because I think she's proven internationally and within short spurts that she can go. She can do something in that ring for everybody. It's just keeping her in the ring.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Well, we talked the other day about the women that she was in NXT with.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even remember half their names.
Yeah. But Dom talking about needing some muscle. Adding Penta to the Judgment Day. I'm winning. Interesting. Penta to the Judgment Day. Ivy for the win. Not happening. Let's go, Ronan. It's going to be a fun one. What are those overalls? Depends where you are, whether or not you love those overalls.
Radio Finn.
Anybody win the prediction championship? Yes, somebody did win the prediction championship by a tie break. The first one that answered the main event correctly won the tie break this time. And it's a former champion. I think a multiple-time former champion.
I feel like that little random bit they've just done the back of Judgment Day just completely undid everything they did last week.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, they're back. Yeah, because they're back to the static, right?
Yeah. I just don't get the whole thing behind that. It's just like, is Vince back?
Well, yeah. I mean, again, I think as Chad Gable's back out ringside last minute, like he was late for dinner. I want to see Grande Americana. American made slaps these Belgian waffles. Let's go. It started at 3 p.m. Frankie. We are coming up to the top of the first hour here, or top of the second hour. Sorry.
Well, that's got time zones. Then I was going to say then. You mean 7? Oh wait, no, it was 3 for you, wasn't it?
Right. Oh, but we are off and running. How did the chat feel? Wow, pretty close here. 58% Dakota, 36 for Ivy, and nobody getting 6. So you taking who you taking?
I'm going to take Dakota because I don't see them pushing Ivy for anything at the moment. They have that constant the whole American made it. Like they come in really strong, and I don't think they know what to do with them.
Right.
So they're just going to use them to promote other stars.
Right. A little hot and cold for sure.
Yeah.
I think
the mistake they made with American Made, to be honest, is having them form straight off the back of Alpha Academy.
Yeah.
You had no like Chad break away and then have time by himself and then be like, I found the guys that I should have found the first time. It was just like a sloppy breakup instead.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, and now with Ozen still using the Alpha Academy name as a group. It makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Yeah, that one's a weird one of like, we get to be the Alpha Academy still? Okay, fine, bye. Like, all right. You get to keep the house. I'm moving on.
Yeah, exactly. That means that was like the dog they got in the divorce.
Chad distracts Dakota. Ivy dropping Dakota for a 2. Just so you guys know, I can no longer watch Raw without having you guys on at the same time. This is like watching the show with the boys.
And here we go with LWO.
Model is wow. Ray and Dragon. Evening the odds. Evening.
Like, what is the LWO's thing right now?
They're just babyface filler.
it feels like whoever's in charge of producing should actually go back and watch the original LWO with Eddie and that and see, like, they all had parts of the show.
Yeah.
That was the point.
Dakota, big kick. Dakota, big kick. Oh.
Okay. Done.
And it's over. There you go. Distracted Ivy. So Dakota versus Lyra, run back coming up.
It's just about I'm one of those annoying wrestling purists. In my head now, I'm like, what did that match actually serve in the show?
Yeah, it's one of the debates I have with fans at times of, like, I recall growing, like, some matches didn't have a purpose. They were just, you know, we need to kill some time here for the other stuff. So, I mean, I think they're trying to push Dakota. That's what we're supposed to take away from that.
Yeah.
And we're still got this whole Lucha Gable versus Ray kind of thing going on, which, I mean, Ray's kind of become that. If you need somebody to get heat, beat up Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel like if they'd have come out earlier in the match and then Chad came back with the mask on again and took one of them down or something, like that's your story, that he's learning the lucha way to take on these luchas.
Right.
No. One with a very glittery Io now.
Very glittery. One of my faves. One of my faves.
I know. It makes me so happy to just champion again. It also makes me so sad to think that they're probably going to beat her to Bianca at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if that's the direction they're going to go here with Io. Like, and I mean, what I do like is over the last definitely couple weeks for sure, tune in or you might miss a title change. And I think that's needed.
Oh, God, yeah. It's so old school Raw. I mean, how many times do you remember, like, when we were in school and that, Raw, like the World Heavyweight title on the line and actually change hands on a Raw, and it's like, oh, crap.
Yeah. Or do you remember they do like a little, like, well, over the weekend, so-and-so got beat for, you're like, wait, what? You got, like, at a house show, you guys dropped the title?
Well, I can remember, but when they did that thing where Rhino won the IC title on Sunday Night Heat.
Yeah.
And it was like, and I was watching, when he won, I was just like, what? This is the catch-up show.
Yeah, no, we're funny.
Being over here, I used to use Sunday Night Heat used to be on our Channel 4 in the middle of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then repeat it a couple times a week. So I used to use that to capture what happened on Raw and SmackDown a lot of times. I couldn't actually watch the show.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. It's like people think, for me, one of my favorite wrestling moments ever happened on Sunday Night Heat when Kane and The Undertaker fought Kai and Tai. And Undertaker was trying to teach Kane how to do the last ride and he kept getting wrong, throwing him over the top. That was Sunday Night Heat. That was a sub show.
100%. And I love this comment, Jason. We appreciate that. And that's always been our goal here on the channel, is we are the wrestling friends you can't find in your real life. We are the wrestling utopia. We don't all have to agree. We just got to keep the gloves above the waist and understand we all love wrestling. We just like different parts of it.
Yeah. Well, it's all about it.
WFU.
I say that I'm a guest on the channel, not the week, but you know.
That's it. You're part of it, though. You're part of that positive work together community. Opposed to some of the other parts of the community. They're dark, dingy, and held by gatekeepers.
that's literally a lot around what, like I said, a lot of the basis around what created my channel was I love watching the reactions. But there was nowhere I could go to watch regular reactions. It was once in a big event at a pay-per-view, like a title change and stuff, or big return. And it started off as that for like my own thing. And then I was like, well, there must be other people that want to watch it. So I'll try putting up a video. So I'll have a go at it at some point.
Right.
And then obviously the first one I did was the Edge video, which took off ridiculously. And I think I thought about it for a while. Then Punk returned. And Punk was the first one. I was like, I'm going to do a proper video. And it was only a little bit after that I then started to realize, when I had a lot of guys come to me and say, thank you for putting on the videos and thanks for the exposure. That's when I started realizing that's what I can do with this. I can give back to other people that I'm watching their content. I can give back to them and now made a load of friends and like met awesome people like you guys and that. And it's like, you know, guys don't obviously we don't just talk YouTube and that, do it. We talk, me, you, and Nick and Anthony talk about all sorts of other random crap outside of YouTube stuff. It's been great.
Yeah,
Fans across the world.
No, it's remarkable. It's a really cool thing, and I mean, when you find like-minded people and everybody's kind of rowing the boat in the same direction, it makes it for a good time. And again, we were always flattered when we get included in things because it's kind of like this kind of trippy moment. So, and you're, you know, a big advocate of that, which I thought was great, of bringing people together. And people have popped up and said, "Oh, like, oh, we saw this," and we just hope we have good reactions, make people tune in.
Yeah, like I said, it's still one of the things of. It's almost like I get slightly used to people coming back and like the reactions they have to being on my channel. But at the same time, it is still so humbling when people they talk like I've got like 1 million subscribers and I'm like, I'm not that big. It's like,
right.
Yeah, I've had a few, and it is like I don't take compliments very well as it is.
Yeah. But folks, if you are tuning in, I got Io Sky, I got Balor. The Brussels crowd is losing their sandwich, all of it. They are going nuts. Bianca and Io signing the contracts for Mania. But man, they love Io. I love this. I'm so happy for Io.
Bianca's coming up full office attire for this.
Right?
Yeah. Does deserve it. So I'm hoping Io retains at WrestleMania, and it will allow Bianca and Rhea to go off and have their own storyline.
Yes. I still kind of had reservations that potentially somehow Belair was still kind of tied back into Jade, like, you know, but they kind of went hard the other way, so Bianca was free to kind of go this direction.
See, my theory behind it, I think I gone the other way, and I don't feel like Bianca was part of the attack.
Yeah,
but I think that she's going to come round to everything Naomi said to her, and that promo, she's going to be like, you know what, she was right. And that's what turned her heel. But so she'll turn on, like, if she turns on Jade, I'll be well happy. And that's the thing of like, you know what you did pull me back, and I gave you everything, and all you did was almost like the Cena promo.
Yeah,
it'd be like, you leached off me, and now you want to snub me.
Yeah, it's official, folks. Bianca, and this is my brutality. Why wouldn't she come up before they signed and like grab the pen?
Or is this going to be the big thing? They got a contract now, so now Rhea's got to find some clever way of getting into it.
Yeah. Which we're all anticipating.
Oh, God, they're going to make it a referee.
Right, let's go. Oh, we got refs. Rhea should blame herself for not keeping an eye on the ball. That's it. She dropped. She looked past Io and got burned. And I like it.
Oh, so I was almost slightly disappointed that it was only a slap, because I wanted Io to like do a double drop kick or something on him.
Right. WFU, C Money, good to see you, buddy. Io is beautiful. So sadly, Io is just a placeholder for the title. I'm my jury's out on this one, Frankie, because that's what I feel. I think Nick, you touched on it a second ago. It does have that vibe to it. I hope that's not the case.
All I'm looking at here is, I was going to say, there's a table in the ring and there's arguing. Oh, we're doing this again.
Oh, they're snuffing her again today. Headbutt to Bianca. Kick. Yo, is this like a heelish turn for Rhea? I mean, we love Rhea. Oh, and I am the table. So Rhea wants in. Rhea wants in. Io and Bianca put on a barn burner at Backlash a couple of years back. I hope it stays singles. No, Rhea's signing the contract.
I was going to say, did Bianca not sign it?
Like, yeah, Michael Cole at least calls it out. That's not official.
Oh,
the table.
On the table. You wish you were the table right now.
We wanted hot potato, KJ. I fully endorse a little bit of hot potato.
Oh,
that's
and we've gone all the way back to the 1997 promo here.
Jey Uso coming in from the basement. Jay gonna take on Theory.
Yeah.
I find this show is just clipping along though. Not a lot of lull.
Yeah, it's got a good flow to it this week.
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh. Fair enough.
Yo,
and Jay now getting into it backstage.
Yo, Gunther interrupting the intro.
Right. Oh, lucky Gunther's wearing a shirt at the moment, so his head looks the right size.
I say it all. It's like JD and JD McDonough and Gunther have to switch heads.
Yeah. Well, I said like I said last week, I think JD robbed 33% of Gunther's head.
Yes. Jey Uso in the building. I like that Jay answered the people out there that said, why do this match? And a good match for Jay to get his confidence back because he's been taking some licks. It's a good reason to have this one.
Yeah. You can't have your challenger going into WrestleMania just having his ass kicked half the time. Now, even as an underdog, it just doesn't sell the idea, does it?
Yeah.
You're the main event of WrestleMania. That's nice, mate.
Right.
Yeah. That'd be as bad as having something like, I don't know, somebody cash in and then fail 2 seconds later because they
God. I almost choked. Yeah. We're gonna hold on to this forever and then bobble it right at the end.
You know what made me most angry back then? The following morning, I saw people raving about how good the matches were. So I went, you know what? I went and found it online and sat there and watched the pay-per-view. My first AEW pay-per-view I've watched all the way through in a few years. And I was like, this has been really good.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, Edge and Moxley's match, I was like, it's been a decent match. I still think Mariah May and Tony Storm should have been the main event.
Yep.
I was like,
agree
it's
with you.
been a good match. Yeah, that cash in, I was like, oh, and then the second he did the bulldog choke on him, I literally went, oh God, don't do that.
Yeah.
Like I could just feel it's Tony Khan's thing of, oh yeah, but now he's overcome both of them. And yeah, the second he passed out, I just went, I just turned it all off and was just like, oh, better make a video.
Yeah.
I was like, I literally watching the video, I was just sat there like, It's like,
no, I mean, again, I thought Revolution, I gave Revolution a good score. I thought the main event hindered it from being a better score. I think that the Moxley stuff is hurting the company right now. That like we have so much talent that's roaming around in matches that we want to watch. I know some of the people will debate the cage match, but I thought it delivered as far as if you wanted to see the action, the crash, the holy shit. They gave us that. And I mean, I don't love the screwdriver stuff, but that's just me being a little traditionalist. The scissors, screwdrivers. Like, if you're going to stab a guy in the head with a screwdriver, he down, he out. We're going to come back tomorrow.
I think the thing, like you said, with that, like, the only time I can think of that spot that I can remember properly in WWE stuff was when Triple H got Batista with a screwdriver in the head, and Batista was like on the floor outside afterwards, holding his head, shouting out in pain.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, exactly, because that's what a screwdriver in the head would do.
Right.
Yeah, so the whole thing of wipe the blood off and then get back up, I was like,
right.
Oh, it's like, it's cringeworthy.
Right.
You know,
so, yeah, we are in the commercial break, folks. Again, I will remind everybody out there to make sure you like, share, subscribe, follow all the shows we hear all week long. We got so much coming on your way, and they keep announcing stuff. We were like, April's going to be busy, and then May is going to be insane. So we are also busy through May. We're yet to find out everything we're doing in June. So more and more coming your way now that they've added Backlash. Memorial Weekend, man. We got Under Siege, NXT Battleground, and Saturday Night Main Event the same weekend. Strap in and strap on, folks. And this is the best place to come hang out talk wrestling and watch the shows together. So make sure you do that. We are in the countdown, about a minute away from coming back from the American commercial, I guess. But Jey Uso just hyping the crowd for a whole. He's going to be blown out before the match starts.
I was going to say, I think he needs to take a breath now. He looks fucking...
Right? Somebody in the chat, I think I skipped over it. Yes, Moxley should lose the belt, but Theory forever mid. I think Theory's young. You got to remember, some guys spend quite a bit of time in the middle bottom as they develop, right? Like, what is Theory? 27, 26?
This one as well, I wish they'd do more. I would literally like the. I see guys when they have like Theory in that, and it's like you just look at the shape of them and what they can do, and it's like, why have you put such a clown character on somebody who could be an absolute killer?
Right. And that's correct, Bradley. Thank you for that. Double or Nothing and NXT Battleground are on the same night. I had that epiphany on Friday while we were live. Yeah, so like literally double duty on the Sunday. On the Friday, again, Under Siege, TNA's show is going to be a fun one. Coming off Sacrifice, which was a hella good show. And then, of course, Saturday Night Main Event. John Cena's already been advertised for Saturday Night Main Event in May. So,
yeah, you check it all here on the Wrestling Fight Network, where people don't sleep, they just stream.
Yeah, well, at times.
You guys are literally like the Iron Men of doing this. Actually, I think most coverage obviously is done by UKJ. It's like, it's just, I think that people that have never streamed don't really appreciate the fact that, you know, streaming really takes it out of you. I've had some long streams, and I literally feel like I've spent like 12 hours at work instead by the time I'm done. And it's like how you guys go sometimes. I'm like, you're either lining some up on the table and taking a deep breath before you go, or
lots of caffeine, lots of caffeine, lots of vitamins keep you running. But it's over, by the way. He dusted him. No, I'm waiting for the Theory people to be mad.
I would have shut up if I'd have realized it was going to be that quick.
I did not think it was going to be that quick. Oh, down goes Waller. 27. I was close. I was off by a year.
Oh,
Jey killed himself. That looked so bad.
Yeah, Jey, you're supposed to let go of the top rope.
What happens when you dance for 3.5 minutes and try to do it okay? Well, here comes Gunther. Jey says to the crowd, "My bad, my bad. That's all me."
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Ultimate eat. Oh. Jey's got all of the belt.
He really does. Gunther ends up rolling out of the ring. Oh, eating away. We get Brussels eats.
Oh, chucks it back to him. That was good. That's what they should be doing leading up to WrestleMania, that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Let Jey get into his head a little bit.
Yeah, you don't want Jey going 10, 15 strong with a lower mid-card guy. He emphatically gets the win, dropped himself on his head, which people are going to laugh about. And then establishes a little bit of fight against the big guy.
Exactly. It's what you saw. I mean, the thing they're up against already is Jey lost the title match to Gunther only 2 minutes ago. Yeah, so that's fresh in everyone's memory that's happened recently. So now, that's why I think a lot of people, when he won the Rumble, and then it was like he's going to fight Gunther. That was their first reaction. Well, Gunther just beat him. So why is that a WrestleMania main event?
Yeah, and I think for me, I mean, like defending, and I think a lot of people can agree with the idea of that. Almost to me was like, oh shit, like we already know you can't do this. Now he's even more of that underdog of can he overcome it? I get how people feel, but I mean, Jey was never going to take on Cody, and I like the fact that it wasn't like The Rock or Cena. Like Cena was the easy answer. Cena or Punk, that's an easy out. We can just book it the way the easiest possible from point A to point B. But at least it was holy shit. Did they really that guy?
Yeah.
So it was. I like it for that reason.
I almost feel like every year we've streamed the Rumble. And this year we did because we've moved into our new house and that we haven't got a setup yet that allows us to stream from the living room. So we didn't do it this year, and it was like it's a shame because literally it was, like I said, Jey went the whole thing when Cena dropped, dropped forward, and then I was literally like, no, they're teasing that Jey's going to win it, but obviously we know he's not in that echelon that they're going to make for a Royal Rumble. And then when Cena dropped, I literally just went, and I just literally was like, yeah. Right. And then realized I'm sat here by myself. Right. But yeah, it's like, and then of course you got the people coming. Oh, they made Jey win. It's like every year you say people moan that they make it predictable. Now you're moaning that it was unpredictable.
That kind of sums up the IWC in a quick heartbeat there. Of you want what you want, so you get what you want. Then you don't want what you like. Come on now.
Yeah.
Stop being so spoiled. But
no more IWC.
Right. As they're still advertising Finn versus, I guess, possibly the main event. IC title.
Yeah, it makes one. If it's going to be the main event, then I think we're going to see some kooky bits.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. KJ Steve's entertaining for me for 5 hours. Back to what you were saying, and I appreciate all your kind words. Got to live up to that Iron Man moniker at times. But and actually, we found ways in 2025 to kind of taper and a little bit because it is crazy. Did 7 hours on Friday. We're going to be here for our WrestleMania marathon. And I know it's just like, oh, you're just sitting there talking. When you get glued to a chair and your joints don't want to work anymore, like it's a long day. We've lost our voices. We've come on here with COVID. We've come on here with being sick, down, tired, fed up, depressed, and just keep plugging through. So it's been cathartic. It's been therapeutic. And it's the chat. I mean, we legit have fun. Like it's like Nick says it all the time. Like it would be us just on the phone chatting about wrestling, but now we're doing it in front of y'all, and we've built this wonderful little world. And we appreciate it. I'm glad you guys find me entertaining. There's days where I get off stream and I'm like, what did I just do? But I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man, it's like this. You'll notice I know she does. I do a thing of like, so I move my chair slightly as I'm going along. It's literally just stops my legs from getting restless.
Right.
I sit in that one place. I do it whenever I'm creating content, even when I'm playing games and stuff to keep myself from going too. Like you said, I've had one club where I did I think my longest stream I ever did was nearly 6 hours.
Yeah.
And that was like 3 or 4 times I must have literally said, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up in a minute. And then like 10 people joined the stream and I'm like, all right, I'll stay on. Right. You do it at the end, you come off and you realize like the second you stop, your throat's gone. And then you're like,
oh, yeah.
I could talk a minute ago.
Yeah, the end of Sacrifice on Friday, I was like just, hitting all levels of puberty as we were trying to get out of the show. It was like horrible. Like, but again, it's you don't realize how much you're yelling and pushing air out of your lung. Like,
yeah. It's like when I get quite common with my videos is it's streamers overreacting and they're doing this, that, and the other. And I used to try and explain. I don't now. I just get rid of people like that now. I just delete the message, the comment straight away. It's like it's got no place for. I'm trying to promote a positive wrestling environment where we can all enjoy a passion we share. It's like if you want to be some dumbass that thinks you're clever for saying it online, you never say it to their face.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's people said about that, and it's like no, it's like being on the stream as well. It's like you feel so engaged to the audience and what you're watching. It's like. For me, it's like you try not to get sucked into what you're watching as well as a fan. But like with this, I mean, I'm trying to flick to the comments as I go, and I'll say, you know, it's your guys' channel, and I feel very honored to be a guest in here. But it's like seeing every single one of these comments come. It's like, you know, someone being like, love all of you guys just for taking that moment to type it out or something, and even just being here, because it's like the bread and butter of the whole thing, and it gets you pumped up. It makes you fall in love with a different aspect of being a wrestling fan as well. So when stuff happens, you are like a little kid. You're like, because it feels like, to use like the old Austin thing, you feel like you're dialed up to 11.
Yeah.
And I think when you stream, what you would normally feel inside comes to the outside instead. When people say about this and that, the other always fake reaction, blah, blah, blah. Like for most people, no, it's not. It's what's on the inside coming to the outside.
Yeah, you kind of, and again, I think when it does its job, and I mean, like anything else that you're a big fan of, when they hit the mark, you know, whether it's a song, a movie, wrestling, whatever form of entertainment, you know, you kind of mark out, right? Like, and we all kind of have those moments, and that's the best part of it. I know some people, oh, you know, you wouldn't react. No, if I was on my couch with no one around, I'd be, you know, oh my God, I can't believe it happened. Like, yeah, that's how it goes. So, I mean, it's fun to share that with the world. Okay, I'm not the only one losing my mind here.
I don't know. You got Rhea and Pierce arguing backstage.
Rhea and Pierce. Pierce, the most tortured guy in all of wrestling. Rhea Ripley, give me the clutch.
That's how documents work, Rhea. Nope.
Oh, Balor!
Okay, well. Yeah. She wants to go.
Oh, Io!
We'll find backstage.
Anybody think we're getting a triple threat? Are we convinced yet?
Yeah, we're gonna. Like I said, if they make it triple threat and Io wins, so Rhea and Bianca can go up and have their own stuff, worth every second.
Yes. Yeah, I think if I had a vote, I would. Let's find a way to keep the belt on Io for a little bit here.
Yeah.
I'm just such a big fan of her. So, and we've seen, I love Belair too. I mean, I think she's the most talented female athlete maybe in all of wrestling right now, and like she just brings so much to the table. But I like Io better, so go Io.
Yeah, I think the same thing. Like Bianca and Rhea both fall into a box with me where it's like they're incredible talents, but because their matches to me started to become so predictable because they always win. It's always the same. Like Rhea's was pure dominance, fight back, get knocked back a little bit, dominance, and then she comes out strong. Bianca's is always, she gets her ass kicked for the first 3/4 of the match, and then her strength overpowers her opponent, and she manages to hit the KOD. Yeah, like from like, you know, either she picks them from the floor or she catches them on the turnbuckle and pins them, and it's the same. It was. I was one of those guys years ago that I hated Cena because he had the 5 moves of doom in the same sequence. Yeah, and both of them now fall in the same category. So again, it's like, oh, really, in the title picture, I'm just like, oh, it's like do something new.
Well, our buddy 316 in the chat, look, you got 316, you got a friend. As far as, you know, feeling that Rhea is too in our face at times, too simplistic, but it's interesting that they're kind of getting her to kind of go heel if she's going to work her way into this.
Get everyone to sign it. Just Santina Morella to sign it.
Right? Anybody sign it. Just everybody. Liv Morgan is the women's tag team champion. She will have a tag team match in and around WrestleMania. That's where she's at now. So we don't feel about Liv like we do about Rhea. Right? Liv gets out of the picture. We'll bring her back. She's killed it. And the woman has put her body on the line. There's pictures all over the internet of how many times Liv has gone out there and taken a black eye or a stitches. I give Liv all the credit in the world, but I mean, it's nice to let her breathe and go do something else.
Yeah, I was pretty. Well, I'm not fine. Like I said, I'm not a big fan when it comes to Bianca. I never know what to feel with Naomi. It's sort of like Naomi's like, you really appreciate how good she is, but there's nothing about her offense or anything that's like stands out, that you kind of build up to that big moment with her. But like, same with Chad Rodriguez. It's the same thing. She brings nothing to a match normally for me that makes me get hyped up. Like there's not the big thing coming. It's just she throws people around and then gets knocked over.
Right.
them three and Liv had a tag team match the other week. It's one of the best matches I've watched in years.
Great match.
It's like,
Right?
it's literally like one of those proper, I can't take my eyes off the screen
Yeah.
at moments. I don't want to miss it.
Right? But right now we do have American Made taking on the LWO. So the LWO is in the ring. We'll see if Americana Grande shows up. But the Gunther build is boring. I don't care at all. They need to heat this up. I might slightly disagree with that, Mr. Noob. I'm not that bored by it, but I'm kind of into what Jimmy's doing. And I love Gunther. I think Gunther's probably, top 3 in the world doing it right now.
Yeah, again, I think for me with Gunther, it's a lot of in the ring. He's a fantastic talent.
Yeah,
I feel like he's very hot and cold outside. Sometimes it's like, okay, he's come out and told how great he is, and it's like, what's followed? A lot of the time, I think it does depend on who he's bouncing off.
Yeah,
like him and Sammy.
Yeah,
that was absolutely. Him and Sammy nailed it to the wall with their work. But there's been other people Gunther's been up against. Even when he was IC champion as well, where you just like, guys, can you just have the match so we can get on with it, please?
Right. Can we get to the good part? I feel like he's improved in that regard. But again, like having a Sammy at time, like even with Jey, I thought he kind of I thought he outshone Cody a little bit during their rivalry. But we didn't really care about the match was the unfortunate part with that one.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that was the thing as well. That showed a lot of like the Cody. Cody is a lot of a showman, whereas Gunther's like, I only care about what happens in between these 4 ropes. He was like, so you can do all your prancing and prancing and all that. And that's where that worked. It was that. I think that's what Gunther needs. He needs the opposite of him to work with. That's why, like, I think him and Jey, I think is heating up quite nicely now because it's like Jay's getting the confidence.
Yeah, and again, it's that like I'm here to have a good time versus how dare you disrespect my love, my passion, my what I take super serious. This is not a place to play around. This is a matter of very seriousness, and I don't appreciate you not behaving accordingly.
Yeah. Although speaking of disrespect, I just going to Keyshawn here. In the nicest way, I'd rather punch myself in the face with a red hot poker than be a Chelsea fan.
Come on.
I am an Aston Villa fan, born and raised, literally where I was born in Solihull. You can look out the window of the hospital on the floor I was on and see Villa Park.
Okay.
I don't know what the equivalent would be for like American football and that, but yeah, I'm Villa born and bred.
Okay.
Blue. To be fair, Chelsea's not one of the worst teams you can support. I mean, if you're an Arsenal fan, that's really up there. Arsenal, Liverpool, they're kind of
No, my house and my family growing up, I was around a lot of green. It was a lot of Celtic green, so that's where I was at. And growing up in Canada, I didn't know a whole lot about what was going on, but I figured it out pretty quick.
I know. Apparently, I managed to upset a load of people the other week because I've been trying to learn a little bit of American football, understand it better, to enjoy it more. Because I watched, who was it against? It was the Detroit, who the Lions. I'm trying to remember who they played against.
Probably the Bills.
and I really enjoyed watching it.
Yeah,
I got into it. I caught it about 10 minutes into the game. I had a nosy because people were streaming it.
Right.
And I didn't understand what was going on for half of it. But yeah. And then I really enjoyed it. And I just said my hand on a thing. I was like, yeah, I'll probably watch the Lions play again.
Right.
I managed to upset half of America.
Yeah, listen, the football is serious in that country. But Ray with the 3. There you go.
Speaking of, there's a fan that keeps going. If you look, there's a sign with Yeet on it. The British flags.
Okay.
That there is the Aston Villa logo on it as well.
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, we got Americana. Americano.
Booing.
Oh. We know who that is, says Cole. Corey played it off.
Phoenix.
Oh, shit. Chad throw. Well, Grande, Americano.
Yeah. It's not Chad.
As they start chanting, "You suck." But he threw Ray on top of Dragon Lee, now going to the top. Oh!
I just love the way the security go after him like he's a stranger.
It's not Gable. It's not Gable.
Okay, well, there you go.
It's Chad. Whoa. Who do you guys think's in the mask? Wrong answers only.
I think it's Solo.
Right? Bad Bunny. It's Bad Bunny. Clearly. Gunther's the modern day Bret Hart. Interesting take.
I don't know. I don't know if he whinges enough to be Bret Hart.
Oh, facts. American
to be
made.
fair, he doesn't say Goldberg. He does say Bill Goldberg. So there is that. I think I've upset many people over the years. They'll sit and talk about how great Bret Hart is, and after about 10 I'm like, yeah, you're right. He's one of the absolute greatest to ever step foot in the ring. They're like, yeah. Well, what a whiny little bitch.
Listen, the hate from Bret, it got to the point where for a while it was like, oh man, I can't stand this guy. But he stayed so true to form for so many years. And now it's comical. Like, I can't wait to see the next thing they put Bret on, because he's just gonna like make it about him. Like, it doesn't matter who it's about. It's about Bret and how great Bret was and how shit everybody else is.
It just makes you think of like the meme of where the person's cycling and then they put a stick in their own bike wheel.
Right.
And they're on the floor and they're going, oh, Goldberg.
Yeah, bitter man.
See, this is the thing as well. I think that so many people seem to miss with it. Goldberg wasn't Bret Hart's last match.
No.
He wrestled 6 more matches before he actually then turned around and said, I'm injured, I need to leave. So it's like, was Goldberg actually responsible for him having to leave because of his concussion? It's like, no, you carried on wrestling, you idiot, even when you knew something was wrong.
Right. Mr. Noob saying Gunther's feud is Gunther takes wrestling seriously. Thanks for confirming it. I mean, it's David Goliath. It's, fun versus not fun. I don't hate the build. I mean, I'm okay with this. And Jay's over his shit. And Jay's going to win at WrestleMania for that big moment of, even if he loses it the next night on Raw, they're going to give Jay that like 40,000 strong losing their mind.
Yeah. Well, I said that's part of the thing as well, isn't it? Of Gunther's trying to protect the purism of wrestling because he sees himself as being the higher class,
right?
Like being that way. It's it's that whole thing of like it's almost a little bit borderline of a few touchy subjects in history the way he approaches being a wrestler. And now I think Shorty G Johnson is I think he's in AEW or something now.
Yeah, Shorty G. Hulk Hogan's a good answer. Jack Perry. It's actually Jack Perry.
It's a real mask, damn it.
Right. Billy Kidman. Well, he didn't do the 7-year itch, so I don't think it's Billy.
Yeah. I
will not stand here and listen to Bret Hart slander. The rest is the best in the world. Let's go.
Yeah.
He's
whining. Like I said, as a wrestler, there'll be very few people that he can even touch Bret's coattails on what he could do in the ring. Mm-hmm. I think that's almost what annoys me more is the fact that he's damaging his legacy over time with crying about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was unfortunate end to how that all played out, right? Like, in a perfect world, he would have either stayed where he was but here comes Seth as they just recap Monday night, by the way, folks. Yeah. The main event, what happened with Roman, what happened with Punk, and Seth is here.
Seth's dressed like an animal. Graphic. I was going to say, he's dressed like a person.
Yeah. No, like, a little more serious.
Becky must have borrowed one of his outfits.
Yeah, right. Maybe they're running out of the Becky outfits. To be fair, Brett was great. Absolutely, he was. It's again, I think it's hilarious. Like even when they did the Vince documentary, it was like, I was an artist, and it was just this is the way it was supposed to be. And Vince is a dick. Goldberg sucks. We hate everybody. It was like the best.
I'll tell you what, mate. If you ever take Brett to Wrestler's Court, I'll happily be the one against him.
Yes, let's go. They're showing last week's main event. Yes, they are. Right, as we are almost like not much time left as far as the second hour goes, so we'll see how far they go into the third hour. But we are clipping. For me, this show has gone fast.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's what I noticed in more and more of the shows now as well. They're using the little backstage bits to connect it, but we're going from segment to segment to segment. We're getting a lot further away from just, well, grab those two guys over there. They've got their gear and they can have a match for the next 10 minutes.
Right. But
I love KJ, the fact that your ghost bottle just keeps appearing.
What's that?
Your ghost bottle you keep drinking from keeps appearing.
I like it. But Tom, this is actually I hadn't mentioned this. I thought about mentioning it earlier, but didn't really want to get too deep into it. We'll probably talk more about this as the week goes on. But yeah, our buddy JD, rumor is that Mercedes and Tony Khan had JD from NY, for anyone who knows, removed from House of Glory commentary. Again, I haven't been able to confirm that. I see some discourse going on Twitter, so I feel like it did happen. This is really interesting. JD made his own bed. Now he can lie in it. It is amazing that this guy that used to do WWE reviews with an AEW shirt on and shat all over WWE for years, when he changed his opinion, the AEW faithful turned on him quick. JD's rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Like I said, he's made his bed. He can sleep in it. But my God, like Mercedes really pulling that diva card and really not endearing herself to the people like myself who aren't a fan of hers. Another example, how soft are you that you got to get your boss to pull somebody from the commentary? Like the man's just trying to put food on the table and you refuse to wrestle in front of him because he was critical of you. That is insane to me. Speaking of that, do you think some wrestlers get lost in their character, like forget who they really are? I think so. I think in a case of like where Brett was more just Brett, like that was Brett. Like, so yeah, kind of lost. It was so close tied to who he really was.
So I think Brett did when he had his issues with Shawn Michaels. He got too caught up in the fact that he was supposed to be the excellence, and Shawn was also meeting him on that level. And I don't think he knew how to handle that at times. And then Shawn being a big baby about it as well, it just, both of them combusted, forgetting their people and wrestlers, not the same thing. So,
yeah, I mean, again, we don't get a whole lot. I mean, maybe to an extent, Seth and Punk kind of have that vibe, and that's why we kind of like it so much. But ultimately, to have that genuine, like, guys really taking shots at each other, really hating each other, and finding a way to do business, I mean, we miss that. But my man's is going to take a quick pause for the cause and stretch his legs, and we are continuing to roll here, so I'm going to switch this one up real quick, and he will be back momentarily, folks. We are hitting the 2-hour mark on our live stream, and again, I will say, go check out our friend, our family, Mr. Geekbox. It's been a pleasure to have him. I mean, it's St. Paddy's Day. We're feeling good. I hope everyone out there is enjoying the green in one way or the other. But no, huge shout out to Geekbox for joining us, for putting us on. It's nice to have him part of the family, the community. And it's that type of love that allows us to keep doing this as much as we're doing it. Big Nick, my normal Nick, as I got a couple Nicks now. Sorry, ghouls. But Nick will be back tomorrow as we jump into NXT, and it's going to be a fun week. Lots going on and all the wrestling. Like, share, subscribe. Go get your merch. You can look as good as British Nick which I do notice that is his name bar now. Hilarious. But the crowd in the ring, Seth being serenaded by the fans. And how's everyone doing on this fine Monday? You feeling good? Action's good? Enjoying the show? How y'all doing? What are you doing for St. Patty's Day? Who else is in that mask? Not Hulk Hogan. God, no. Somebody said, where is it? Somebody said Hager. It's Jake Hager. That killed me. Awesome show so far. Big applause for Seth. Brussels giving him all the love. But yeah, Tom, this is a very interesting story. I want to know a little more before I kind of say more about it. But again, if you're going to push the envelope of controversy and sometimes overstretch yourself, you're going to get it's that old adage, right? You play with fire, you get burned. I think he got burned a little on this one, though I don't agree with Mercedes being Mercedes. I think Brett's entitled for his feelings. He lost his fit. Again, that's a big part of this, right? Goldberg, always sloppy. Again, Goldberg was one of the only human beings who could make The Undertaker break character. Seth still milking the crowd. Juventud, yes, let's go. Love it. Love it. Hoovy. Is Punk Roman Seth going to be the main event of night one? No. I truly think the last thing we're going to see at the end of WrestleMania night one is we're going to go off the air with Jey in the middle of the crowd and the place losing its mind and pyro everywhere. That's how I think we end it. Now, depending on what happens involving this triangle here, I could be wrong, but as I sit here right now, that's my take. Seth still milking it. Loving it. I think Brett's last televised match was against Terry Funk in a effing street fight. What's that tell you? What would it have been? You might be right, but I don't know if that. I cannot confirm or deny. We'll see if the other expert has an opinion on this one. Right?
Whoa.
Do you know if Brett's last match was with Terry Funk?
No. His last arena match he had was with Terry Funk. Whoever said that is obviously very very knowledgeable about what they're on about.
Right.
His last match he actually had was a WCW City show that they did.
Oh.
And this was what was funny. And it was a match where they had about 300 people watching. And it was part of the reason why Eric Bischoff was saying they need to cancel those types of shows because it was losing them money. That is one thing that annoyed because in that match, Brett was supposed to be concussed, and yet he took the powerbomb off the top rope.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
And after that, he rolled them up and got pinned by the roller. I know this because they had it on the documentary.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but it's just a funny, very interesting dynamic with Seth right now. Is they're all singing Seth. Seth starts talking, they start chanting Punk. Then they start chanting OTC. Like, this is a pure babyface match. Like, technically, as it stands right now, everybody's in the good graces of the fandom.
Yeah, man. It's just, I feel like this is something that comes back a lot now. Is that we've got this character development where it's like you can have people cheering around all over the place. You've got a couple of baby faces and a heel, or you've got two heels, a baby face, and that where it feels like for a long time it became too black and white. Has to be a baby face, has to be a heel.
Right.
Yes, and now the audience can go everywhere.
Mm-hmm. MDB, let me clarify real quick. I got to jump on that, but I'm not siding with the Mans. I'm not. I understand what happened, but it does feel petty as shit that indie announcers can't call matches. Like we can argue whether or not Hog should have them there, which I don't think they should. Fuck them. But at the end of the day, I think it's just crazy. Be like our YouTube channel getting shut down because we criticize Tony so much. I'd be baffled.
Yeah, it's just yeah, it's like I said, it's But wrestling now feels like because they've actually got Triple H in charge, who actually knows that's really, who actually understands from the inside of the ring properly, of how people work. Now he's given a lot more control to them, and B, understanding. Fans like to pick their corner and stick in it.
Oh yeah.
When you make it babyface versus heel, and the heel's completely horrible, you're deciding for the fans who they should be going after.
Crowd very quiet for parts of, like, Seth just paused, almost looking for a reaction, and it didn't seem like the reaction he was hoping for showed up. So, I mean, is Seth the guy? Like, maybe like a little less flamboyant today, a little less over the top. The graphic looks slightly different. Is Seth the guy to kind of work back into the architect vibe?
Yeah, I first thought that when he came out in the suit. I thought it just feels like that.
Maybe.
Is it like that? He knows that he needs to get more serious for what's coming up.
Hashtag Buffalo Nick. Hashtag Brick.
I've been called dense before, so it's close enough.
Right. Built like a brick house. There we go. After seeing Chelsea Green and Jimmy Hart at NASCAR. Yeah, I got friends in Vegas right now. And I got a picture of Chelsea sent to me, which was hilarious. So yeah, I mean, it's I'm not the biggest NASCAR fan, so kind of cool. Brother Fluff Salisbury.
So I literally just did. It was bugging me saying about the Bret Hart's last match thing, and I said about it's against somebody, but I couldn't think who it was. I've just realised I clicked on it who it was, his last one. The rest of it, well, I refused to say his name after he killed his family.
Oh, okay.
Because he was minor league in WCW at the time. I knew it was someone stuck to mind with it. Yeah,
makes sense.
And that's the thing. He did that where he took him from the corner and powerbombed him, and then Bret rolled through on the next move and pinned him.
Right. John, good to see you at 2:45 Mountain Time. It is currently 4:54 Eastern Time, and you are well into the late eve.
That sounds like the most hardcore, awesome way of calling time. It's mountain time.
Yeah.
It's like...
Well, they're back to cheering. What are we getting, Chad? How are we feeling about Seth right now? I'll see you boys on Friday.
It's like the blonde tips tied up at the back. It's like when he joined the Authority. That's what he did with his hair there. It was like...
Right. Going back to the architect, man.
I'm a proper mark for Seth.
Yeah.
I'm a proper Roland mark.
Yeah.
Like, I liked him in the Shield, but the Shield was like... I liked and Shield had big moments, but I didn't get excited. Like, they come out and it's not... It was like, oh, okay, cool. They're going to triple powerbomb someone.
Well, one of the things I've taken heat in the past for is I didn't mind him as the savior. I think some of the way it came out didn't work, and partly the people making the decisions kind of hurt it. But I thought the whole concept and what he was doing. I mean, I'm like you, a big fan of what Seth does, and between the bells, he's going to deliver.
Yeah, I think as well. This thing about Seth did that gimmick. Being like the savior,
right?
And what he wanted he wanted to be almost like an anti-version of what Karrion Kross is doing, where he bring people up, but it was like it was sinister in its own way. Of, don't worry, I will save, like a cult leader. I will save you because I understand you. But apparently, like Vince was proper against the concept of him having followers, and it was like, and it was just like, but that's literally what the gimmick's supposed to be.
Right. As they are. Sorry, Nick, but they are giving us a rundown next week in Glasgow. My mama's home. But we will be here live again in the afternoon. We got AJ Styles on the screen right now. But Cody and Cena are back in the building. A tag match with Jey Uso and Mystery against Daytown Down. They've added, again, keeping these European tour dates exciting and fun. Again, now we're getting that point, I think, Nick. Maybe a little more physicality between these two, between Cena and Rhodes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I said, we've got to have that blow-off punch-up.
Right.
Karrion.
Oh. Karrion interrupting AJ. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Goals.
That's exactly it. Carrying giving the proper rundown to AJ that
Right.
maybe he needs to look at himself.
Mm-hmm. And I will be right back in a second, sir. Have fun with the people.
Oh, well. Here we go. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah, he can't ever go wrong with a carrying cross segment with me. Oh, so the Penta staring down Braun. He's coming after that IC title. So, question is that the match we're going to get? Are we going to see Finn take it? So then set up Penta. And obviously we've got the underlie as well. Judgment Day. Right. I'll read through some of the comments here. Oh, don't see things. Oh yeah. Oh, AJ's absolute phenomenal. Scarlett for the win. That's always the win. It was fun the fact that she sang the lyrics in his song because for the sake of for that I was like sounded like Lacuna Coil. Got so many select options here. PTs are like for the extra stuff. There we go. I said, well, it should do be cross. Well, just coming now because they Finn's making his way down to the ring. Then they're going to put a break in for the American audience to enjoy your advert. But yeah, they need to put Cross on a proper storyline set with someone. Like if they want to put him against AJ, it would be an amazing set of matches. And I think it's like they need to put some. They need to just put a focus point. There needs to be some. Like, at the moment, there's no end game for what they're doing with Carrion, apart from he's twisting people into his ways. I mean, he's not building like a group or anything. So I'd just love to see him get focused on a title. I mean, you know, like I said, I'm a proper fan of Carrion, so I'd love to see him get put into the title picture after WrestleMania. Like, have Jey win the title, and then he can start coming to Jey after that, and it'd be like, then he can play the games in his head. Like, you thought you wasn't worthy, but you managed to win, but you're still not worthy, and so I'm going to take the title from you. So Rey Mysterio got a TurboTax commercial. Some of the adverts you get over there. No, probably, but I hear someone being described. I wonder what the hell. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you know Finn's name. Well, I should do. Finn give a little bit of mic smack. Make sure that he knows his name. Another man that could do with some sleep. See, Finn's another one. Like Judgment Day did good things for a good while, but now it's like Finn just held in place. He needs to take over and be the actual leader of the Judgment Day and run it that way, or he needs to, or he just needs to put himself into point. Oh, it's not. He's still going to be the Intercontinental Champion. I just realised as well the link, of course, they've got the Irish Star on St. Paddy's Day in the main event. I don't know how it took that long for that to click in my head. Yeah. Oh. Oh, Braun's barking up the wrong tree. That's all you see these days. We get a proper promo at the start. Our friend Mills Brady screens of Big Daddy. Yeah, Ken, Big Daddy was a big name. Shirley Crabtree. You couldn't be a wrestling fan in Britain without knowing that name growing up. He was literally the man. So, And they go, oh no, it's coming off the back. See, these break things confuses me at times because it switches like it's going to do a break, but it's not. It's coming back from the break. WWE sticking with the no title. I don't know. These weird the title. I mean, they haven't referenced an automatic title rematch in a while, so maybe. I hope so, because sometimes it just rolls through and through and through with it. So, God blimey. So, having a look at the Hall of Fame entries, obviously with Triple H, they're showing a lot of the stuff we saw back in the early 2000s of Triple H when he was coming back to New York and he was injured. Who else remembers all these promos back then? I remember being so excited. And obviously realizing that he also came out, he was like twice as big as he was when he left. Yeah, we do St. Patrick's Day in the UK. It's from the UK. St. Patrick's Day is an Irish holiday. Obviously, Northern Ireland's part of the UK. So all the mixed people get stuff for that. But yeah, home of Guinness, where the celebration comes from. Yeah, we're doing the extras and stuff. It's not so that it's generally an excuse for a good drink up and stuff, but raise a glass for also the honoraries that came before the Irish heritage. I've got my own Irish heritage as well. Go back a bit, so I think I take my tick from it. And of course, what else? But should Big Daddy be in the Wrestling Observer Hall of Fame? I mean, it should be, but I don't put much weight behind the WO Hall of Fame, to be honest, because of some of the people that have the insight of who goes in or out, putting it politely, and some of the choices they've made before. But yeah, I think Big Daddy and Giant Haystack should be put in the WWE Hall of Fame because there's a lot of guys in the past that worked with them and then moved across to American wrestling and made names for themselves. They shaped a lot more of the industry than people realize. I think so. No, we're back in. Still going on with Finn's entrance here. They're taking a break as well. But yeah, I definitely think that they should be, and they've shaped a lot. I mean, the guys like William Regal, Fit Finley, and stuff, they learned off those guys. You know, they helped shape what they did before they came over to America. So I think it's very understated. Yeah, Anthony, man. It's just me. Oops. Yeah, man. Got my camera shining. So many things. I don't know how I highlight messages if I can't. I need to learn more about Streamlabs. I don't generally use it. Still learn. But yes, Finn's abs are ridiculous. Saying that, if you haven't watched Finn on Sheamus's Celtic workout, his workout regime is insane. I don't know how the hell he hasn't hurt himself, especially doing a train of like training with weights only on one side. Mental. I used to do powerlifting. I wouldn't try that crap. We got Braun now come down to the ring. So I think as I say, this should be a good match. Braun's such a good upcoming star still. Finn is so seasoned as a wrestler. You know, he's like full salt and pepper and all that. Giant Haystacks, yeah, obviously the size of him, he had a lot of health issues. So, welcome, Brandon. Hope you had a good day at work. I know fancy thing with Chelsea Green doing a special appearance at NASCAR. Yeah, I saw about that. That's cool. I love when things cross over between, like, you know, the things we love and that. So having NASCAR exposing that audience to some wrestling stuff is fantastic. WWE used to have a NASCAR car that used to race. So, better in my gibbering, welcome back the big guy now. Back in, king of the stream.
Speaking of crossing over,
yeah, yeah. That's literally what we're doing on here.
I will say I'm a little upset. I had to see Chris Jericho on a Monday, but he was in the highlight package for Triple H.
Yeah. Just remember that bit they showed in the highlight there was just before Triple H smashed Jericho through a table. So that makes you feel better.
It does. It does. And that was a time where I was, you know, I didn't feel the way I do about Jericho.
Like I said, I used to absolutely love to see Jericho on TV, and now I would absolutely love to hear that he's never going to be on TV again.
It's been a rough one. But, folks, we are kicking off the Intercontinental title match. Get in the chat. Get in the poll. Let us know who you're taking. Oh, quick reminder. We extended the deadline. So tonight at midnight, if you haven't entered our March Madness Final Four Bracket Buster, reach out on Instagram or Twitter or wherever you can. But you have till midnight tonight to do that and have your picks back to me. So it is, we've got a handful of people now. We're hoping to get a few more, and you get your chance to win some cool swag for picking out your NC2A champions.
Swag. Proper swag.
There you
Good
go.
stuff.
It's good
Get
stuff.
it free just by sending a message. Can't argue with that.
It's true.
I'd join if I ain't got a clue about basketball.
Right?
I'd be picking one at random like a dartboard.
Yeah, I think out of the major sports, basketball is probably the one I pay the least attention to.
Yeah.
So we'll have fun with it either way.
Yeah, it just has such a minor following over here.
Yeah.
It would be like asking a lot of Americans and that to pick their favorite cricket team.
You're right. It's fair enough.
Yeah. We're into Finn now, and okay. I was say
Who
Finn has a headlock, but
who are you taking in this one, Nick?
I feel like I've got to say Braun, unfortunately. I did
Yeah.
also click earlier. I don't know if it clicked for you. Probably you're probably smarter than me. But it only clicked that Finn's in the main event on St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
It's like he's coming down. It just went.
Yeah.
Irish superstar for Paddy's Day. I was like, oh yeah.
Luck of the Irish or a coincidence, folks?
But I would be so happy to be wrong. So those saw between as well. We had as Braun was heading out to head to the ring. He came face to face with Penta. He had a little bit of a stare down.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, like I said, I like Braun. I mean, he's just going to get better and better as time goes on.
It's in his blood. You can see it. He gets it. And he found this groove that he's in now. Yeah, I mean, even if he lost the title tonight, he'll have multiple title runs in the future. He will be a main eventer. But he's so young and just raw talent.
Yeah, I would, like I said, I'd like I said, if Braun loses the title, I'd like him do some stuff with him to keep him strong.
Swing blade! Wow. On the outside.
Swing blade.
What?
It's a spear into a swing blade. That's going to leave a mark on your neck.
Right? Change the directions real quick. No, I agree with you. I mean, like, Braun gives me those early day Brock vibes of just a natural talent of like, all right, if they can fine tune this guy, and I think you were going to the Paul angle. Paul might, like, I've seen it rumored, Paul might be that guy to dial him into the next level.
Yeah. I'd quite happily see at WrestleMania Jey beat Gunther, have his whole celebration, and then just as he comes down from the corner for like the fourth time or whatever, turn around and get speared by Braun and have that be the big, like the image at the end of WrestleMania.
That'd be amazing.
Like, I'm coming for your title now.
Okay.
And then roll that back because, again, it's the whole thing between, we saw a bit before between Braun and Jey, didn't we? Right. It was great. And then you just kind of lugging it off to one side for the bloodline stuff.
Yeah. Well, and the other guy I'm still curious about because he's been out for a hot minute with injury is when do we see Ilya again?
Let's see who?
Ilya Dragunov.
Oh, right. Dragunov. Yeah. Well, he had that, didn't he? His injury turned out to be worse than they thought it was once they got into it. So, but, it's a kid. Problem is, when you bring him back as well, I feel like Dragunov's in that weird space where if you're an NXT fan, you know him through and through. You're going to lose your absolute crap from coming back. If you're not an NXT fan, you watch just the main show, just like, you know who he is, but he was just about to establish himself on the main roster when he got injured. So if you put him in a big segment, it would kind of be a bit like, oh, why have they put him there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've got to play that. Like I said, they need to bring him back at in a qualifying match or something to win a battle royal.
Yeah, like a Raw surprise. Yeah, like Yeah, I get you for sure, right? Like throw it out there. But Finn in control of Braun at the moment. The Raw has been clicking along, folks. We're not sure if it's over in the next 18 minutes or 20 minutes. We will find out shortly.
3 hours, you know.
Right.
For the Vincent man left, I think.
What's that one? Oh,
It's not bad to read through that.
yo.
Take it versus taking a British.
Right, there you go.
You never put me up against my brother.
I never want to fall into that comparison ever again, Daryl. Take that back. What the fuck? I didn't say mean things to you, Daryl.
I've been a voice now. Damn it, Daryl.
Yeah, right. You're fired. Let's go.
So I was joking about earlier when Mr. Other said when I commented, I said it's like a flick over. I said you swapped out Big Nick for British Nick.
Right, that's it. You gotta. I said it at the top of the show. It's I had to go on. I had a Nick that I could use. It was good times. It worked out well. Right, we get British Nick on St. Paddy's Day. It feels like it was meant to be.
Yeah. Well, that's the same when I spoke to him as well. I said to him, "You could be there for the stream." Obviously, went out to make it. That's right. Now I thought, oh, actually, I'm glad then as well that I'm able to come because I've not just left you sat by yourself to cover the stream. So it's.
No, it's I mean, again, I enjoy the solo streams are a little cathartic. It's like therapy. I just get to sit here and ramble. Nobody can talk back. I just ramble. Like it works so well. But the streams are bread and butter and the most fun, obviously, with friends and company. So yeah, I mean, again, to have somebody be able to step in and not have me just mindlessly go off, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, okay. I said I find that at times. I was saying side things. I was laughing, Finn slapping Braun around the head like he's a child.
Yeah, not a good idea.
So I love the storytelling of this. Braun is, he's a younger, he's hot-headed, charging through, and then Finn keeps shutting him down with his experience.
100%.
He'll get that bit of movement going, then Finn just like earlier with the swing blade.
Yep.
Then the drop kick a bit ago as well. It's just that instant. I'm going to shut you down.
Right.
Like, you're good, but I've been doing this a lot longer than you have, so I know what's coming next. We always love that sort of storytelling.
Right. Oh, big kick. Yeah. Ooh, soft kick. Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, doing it well, and wow, that slam hurts. Where's Raw next week? Raw is in Scotland, as a couple people have shouted out. They will be in Glasgow.
Scotland. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so things are going to get interesting, folks. JD in the house.
Yeah. I remember my prediction earlier was that he'd lose on the Judgment Day, trying to help him win instead.
Very possible. I think Judgment Day is going to be a problem for Finn here. So one way or the other.
I do have moments like that. Like you just did a swing cutter, and it's like, oh my god, it's like there is not a minute, even in this more unpredictable era WWE, there is no way in a million years a swing cutter is going to end the title match on the main event.
No, right?
It's like, you've got more likely chance of somebody winning with a blue thunder bomb.
I was about to say it. You stole it right out of my mouth, man. The blue is right up there with the blue thunder bomb.
Yeah, I think that's
Canadian Destroyer.
That's happened twice in the past year, and that's because Sammy hit him with the haluva kick first.
Right. Yeah. Oh, big chop. Who will get a bigger pop? Ray or Black, KJ? That's a really good question as far as Phoenix or Black, if they both come in around the same time. Black, because he's been there, but he's coming home. That's a bigger pop.
Yeah, I think Black's got the WWE heritage.
Yeah.
Like, well, my friend with Black, do you remember? I can't remember the pay-per-view, but it was Black versus Buddy Murphy in that one-on-one match just before he left. Yeah. Oh god, that's one of my best, favorite matches of all time. As
both men go up over the table, folks, it's chaos here. Judgment Day is at ringside, but no, that was one of my biggest disappointments because I'd never understood how Vince at the time or any of his people, you watched what they did together more than once and didn't think, oh, this is something we should kind of use. It just went by the wayside, and eventually they were gone. And to me, it blew my mind because it was so good. You had nothing like it on the show like it at the time.
I think the other thing as well with for Black coming back now is he said when he left, the scheduling is the biggest thing that made him happy to leave WWE.
Yeah.
Because Vince wouldn't budge on his schedule. Whereas now Triple H has given them all, they've all got flex schedules, which works perfect for him. So it's like it makes perfect sense for him to come back to WWE now. And Triple H loves the guy.
Right. That's the other part. But big sling blade. Shotgun drop kick in the corner.
Yeah. Bump in. Up, 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 up.
Surprise or title change? I'm leaning towards surprise, Jose.
Yeah.
Oh, Kuda misses.
Oh, roll up. How fun is it in an era though where it's like, but if there was a title change, it's believable it could happen now.
That's it. Like
yeah,
I said it on Friday. Is if they announce a title match in any part of the show, you have to anticipate now that title could change. Yeah. And tonight's no different. There is a possibility that Finn leaves with the belt tonight. It's not out of craziness.
We may wonder as well, like I said, if Finn wins this match as well, it's like there's a plan brewing backstage. They want a complete fresh sheet for WrestleMania of people that have done that. You know, it's like they want people they can put on the posters.
Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. We haven't got a Phoenix or a Black tease today.
No, nothing tonight.
Yeah. So, like, does that mean are those two could both be on? Like, would they start Phoenix on SmackDown? No, right?
I was going to say, I mean, if they want to try and build up Phoenix separate to then reunite him,
okay.
I can see him doing that. Or I was going to say, I think they could put him on SmackDown and have, then have Penta make the jump to SmackDown to like defend him or team up with him at some point.
Okay. Well, I mean, again, if the rumored draft coming up after Mania is true, maybe that's the opportunity there of like Phoenix gets a little run to warm them up to the fans, and then the draft brings them together.
No.
I don't know. I just assumed they would just
there we go.
Finn on the Dom.
Dom pulls Breaker down, but he drops Finn right on his St. Patrick's at the same time.
Dom Finn at Mania. Maybe.
And Frankensteiner.
Oh, huge.
I love that.
And this is called the end. It's over. So Dom costs Finn Balor.
And I've got it on tape. I called it earlier.
Yeah, you did. We got receipts.
Oh man. I thought you said the move that Pat McAfee called a Frankensteiner. It is a Frankensteiner.
You're right. What was Pat?
Uncle invented it.
Right? What was Pat supposed to call it? Oh, so JD all over Braun.
Yeah.
Dom, you suck breaks out.
Oh,
we got music.
Here we go.
Penta. So Penta going after JD.
Yeah,
he's gonna eat his spear. Eat his spear. Go Penta Braun Breaker. Carlito eats a spear.
Oh,
let's go.
Down between Braun and Penta.
Penta's got the belt, folks. And the crowd starts instantly serenading us again. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. What does Liv do at Mania? She's going to be in a women's tag match.
I said, and this gives you opening of the other thing. I will say, obviously, if it does, they do go down the story of Penta with the Judgment Day off the back of this because he came out and attacked them.
Right.
There's your window to say that Penta needs a partner to help him out.
Yeah, if only he had a friend to help stop these beatings, right? Or, I mean, at this point right now, you could set up a 6-man, and they need a partner.
Yeah, I feel like though, I feel almost like part of it is that they're gonna have to get to the point with it where Black or Phoenix is going to be a WrestleMania moment they're putting in place. They're going to have the flashing. One will come into the actual shows, and I think the other one will be a WrestleMania. Like, you know, I'm hoping it's Black if they do WrestleMania, so they can do the whole spectacle of the smoke. I mean, you know,
really sell us on it. Yeah.
If they did his original thing, have the smoke and then him popping up on the coffin stand thing that he used at WrestleMania, I will absolutely lose my crap.
Unbelievable. Yeah. No, get the clips ready because we will lose our mind. I mean, I agree with you. I think because they gave us like pretty much here's Phoenix right on the head. We know exactly it's Phoenix. There's no doubt. Yeah, like we said, we can slip him in something unless they do surprise us and go SmackDown and solo for a little bit. But ultimately, Matt, if Black is that teaser, that's all we got. We got nothing today. So it stretch that out to Mania and have that big epic moment. I think it'd go over huge.
Could be the 4 ends up standing for Fatal 4-Way or something if they had him into another match or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Just have that 4 coming, but. So fun at WrestleMania, you just get to fan book everything and then, you know, listen to all the people moan that it didn't go the way they asked.
Hey, like, I mean, I think the funniest part for me with that is it's like when you talk about prayers, it was like, listen, man, if all your prayers come true, someone else's prayers aren't coming true. Like, we got to be serious about all this booking, but I love it. I think the fantasy booking is the funnest part. But, and I mean, again, Penta versus Braun Breaker for the IC title. I'm really starting to think that the IC title is going to be a multi-man match. And that's how you get everybody into this.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon it's going. I reckon if they're going to try and set it to a way as well, so it can be that Braun just decimates the whole field of people coming after him. And that's going to be the established point.
Right. Yeah. I mean, where do you go after that? I mean, that's a good point to it all. So yeah, I mean, again, lots of options. We can go in a whole bunch of different directions. Folks, I will remind everybody out there, you get to give us a rating out of 10 as you let us know what you liked and didn't like about the show. Me and Geekbox are going to hang out for a few more moments, click through some of these, and then we will be off until tomorrow. Do not forget NXT live stream. It's a pretty busy show and it's looking pretty good. KJ British Nick, what the hell am I going to do with my night now? Watch the replay, Jason.
It's or just go through the channel and see what videos you might not have watched yet and just enjoy some more content. Like the Wings Challenge, if you haven't done that, or, you know, there's plenty on there for you to check out here on Wrestling for Life.
He's a genius, folks. Genius. He's got it dialed in, and he's right. Go check out the other content. You know what? We just saw Vinny Pacifico on AEW. We've sat down with Vinny. Big Ben's out there getting W's and being bigged up by Jarrett. Go check those interviews out, plus all our other library. Great idea. I like that.
Yeah, there you go. See, there's always something to watch.
Right. And go check out Geekbox. I mean, he's got plenty to feast your eyes on too.
Oh, there you go. Does that as well. I know.
Right. 7.5 out of 10. It flew. It went super fast. And I'm kind of in this range tonight with this show. I liked a lot of it. Not overly epic, like as far as a lot of big moments, but I think very consistent, very fast show. I felt like a mini PPV. There you go. The crowd was crazy. Like, we can all agree on that, right?
Yeah. So I think I'm going to go for 8 out of 10 on it just because really good show. I think the only things that brought it back is I feel like Cena talked for a little too long on that segment. Then I started losing a bit of energy at the start of the show with that, and the match had to bring it back. And then, like you said as well, there's no other like big punch moments in the show that kind of really made you get excited. It was just could just generally enjoy the show.
Yeah, it felt like a very big setup show. We're starting to move the pawns into the right place, right? We're starting to get everybody kind of. We're starting to see where WrestleMania is heading in a lot of ways. And I think that's what tonight felt like. Was nothing was overly boring. Like you said, Cena maybe a little bit long, a couple, filler matches or fluffy matches with like, the onset of this Chad Gable storyline. We're still building up Balor, Io, and Rhea. So like everything's coming out of the gate. I think solid too. I think if I'm being picky, 7.5. I'll go slightly under you. Like we're playing Price is Right.
So,
but I'll give it a 9. Really enjoyed the John Cena promo that he made. Proves that it's time to grow up and not being treated like a puppet anymore. He's sick of it. Put his foot down. 7 out of 10 from Dale. I'll tip Red Bull back. Hashtag not sponsored, but yeah, you have a good time, Jason. Be responsible. And I the end of it, you lost us a little bit. 6.5. Ray Phoenix is going to SmackDown for now until WWE draft. Possible, right?
I say as well. I think with these promotions, as we've seen a little bit with other things coming the last few months, I thought they don't tend to hit it show after show after show after show.
Yeah.
So I think they realize like that some people used to get fed up of that.
Yeah.
It's almost like, you know, you get a bit here and a bit there.
Yeah.
And it's like I realized as well, like I was talking about this with somebody the other day online. I said it's one of the greatest lessons of wrestling that never seems to be ignored over the years is the build-up of Kane entering in the 90s.
Yes.
You had the whole Kane storyline and then nothing. And then Hell in a Cell 4 months later, Kane came out and everyone pretty much forgot it was happening.
Yep.
And it blew everyone's minds because it was like, oh my God, yeah, of course. The whole Undertaker's brother storyline.
Yeah.
And
No, I mean, the whole, I think you're spot on with that. I mean, it's something that I think we've preached out to the fans for a long time about the idea of just patience. I think Trips has come in and really talked about the fact that they got to go all year. Like every week, they got to put on something. So it's patience, it's breadcrumbs, less hot shotting and kind of like you said, building to some of these moments. And, kind of going through the 80s and 90s of wrestling, you remember where storylines went forever. Like they were like, holy shit, like they never stopped sometimes. And like the perfect example of Cade, like 4 months later, it wasn't next week where the fans are like, well, this is shit, I didn't get it this week.
Yeah, and then we had that, and then the payoff lasted for about 5 months going through to WrestleMania, where like Kane would just come. And that's the thing; it's like for months, Kane and the Undertaker were never in the ring together.
No,
it was only then, and then when he did, Taker would just leave because he refused to fight him. And it's like there's so much storytelling that can be told without just having to go, here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is.
Yeah,
it's like the only time I feel that works is if it's a short window. And you literally put a date on it. So it's like on this day, this is happening.
Yeah.
Like, part of the things that we had with the Wyatt Six showed that when they started putting dates on things, it was like, I've got to watch that show because something's happening that night. And it's like, then it happened and it was still almost like a shock. Oh my God, there they are. I know they were here.
Yeah. And again, there's nothing wrong with kind of knowing what's going to come. Like, we use the comparable of movies. Like we know we're going to get to a certain conclusion on most, movies. The hero's going to win. They're going to find a way, but we're still kind of excited about the whole journey and then kind of surprised at the moments of like, oh shit, didn't see that coming. So, I mean, again, no different with wrestling. And I think right now that's what's keeping us going. Like very minimal, a nice exchange, a nice introductory exchange between Cody and Cena tonight. Like we didn't get a brawl. We didn't get like the whole kit and caboodle. We just got an exchange of words, and round one might have went to Cody.
Yeah, and I think that's why it balanced the whole thing as well. That Cena talked like he's just fed up.
Yeah,
and he moves slowly, he talks slowly, did the whole stop to sigh between, and then be like, okay. Whereas then when Cody came out and after he stood around for 10 minutes,
right?
Once he did finally get on the mic, it was like blah 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 blah, and then Cena went to speak and he went, "No, shut up."
Yeah,
and he was the energy of it. He was like, he's raring to go. Whereas Cena's selling that, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, it's that moment where you're like, all right, maybe the hero can pull, like maybe the hero has a shot in this battle. So I mean, again, I thought great start to the show, great energy. I don't think it was a bad show. I just think it was very, good. It was good. It was solid. Possibly looking at signing Jeff Cobb. That's been heavily rumored. Strap in and strap on if they can get Jeff Cobb in the mix. Like Jesus Christ, the options with him. It works. 0 to 10, no Trish. 7 out of 10. I'm trying to think. I'm like, did we get anything with Trish? No. But 7 out of 10 from John, 7.5, 8 from Anthony. Anthony feeling it today. Should have ended it with Cena.
No.
No.
No, I've like told you, I feel like the way they structured that whole thing,
Yeah,
you would have had a highly energetic show and then a really slow burn. And the only way they could have ended it with Cena is if they had a rumble at the end of it. They had a fight.
Yeah,
But
the way they
talking.
the way they set it up with like the walkout and the heavy emotion, it kind of leaves everyone in a lull on the way out. Like, okay, well, like, I really like the show, but are you in a good mood? I don't know. That was deep, man. I don't know what just happened.
I was going to say, I'm sorry. AEW's already covered that field with the cash in, so we don't need a WWE version of that.
So crazy. And the report comes out that, well, they just wanted to get rid of it. Well, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean?
Oh, no.
That's not a good answer.
Should have just
Why
given
are
it
we
to
okay with
Luchasaurus.
Right? 8 out of 10 from John. Keep them wanting more. That's it. Keep them teasing. Keep them guessing. 8.5. Want to see Ray versus Ray. It could happen. Good show. 7.5. Right there with you, Steve. I think I'm on that 7.5 vibe. A lot of the stuff on the show had no importance. I disagree with that. I had the same played out direction that we've been waiting to see progress for weeks. Not much depth outside of John. I got 6.5. Yeah, I think you're underselling the importance of quite a bit of what happened here tonight in multiple divisions. I don't know how you feel about it, but I think there was a lot of importance here.
Yeah, I feel like they put a lot of things forwards. I think what some people do overlook with some of these European shows from a business aspect of you don't want to put too much out there because a lot of your audience isn't watching at the normal time. True. So it's like if you throw big moments out there and they have to catch it later when it's already been spoiled, a lot of them don't care. You save it when you get back into the States or in Canada and that, and you're on home soil, and then have the payoff that's been built up whilst you've been. European tours used to be all about that. They used to practice all this stuff out, no title changes, or if it was like the European and the tag team titles. Yeah. And then they get back to the States and it'd be like, you beat me twice when we were in Germany, so tonight we're going to have the show match. 100%. And that would be the payoff.
Yeah. And again, I think that's the tricky times. I feel that same way about the Saudi shows of like, I don't care what they book on it. It's just they're mailing it in so we can come back. And those shows are kind of tough when you kind of have that vibe. And again, even tonight, I think the good part was we kind of had that moment of like, what if Finn wins here tonight? We weren't just ruling it out completely because of where they were. We're like, well, maybe, he wins on St. Patty's Day, even more fitting.
Yeah, I didn't pull the trigger on it.
Right. 8 out of 10, no moose. The Geek Box knows it. He does, man. He dialed in. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, that is the end of Raw, folks. We thank you for being here. We're gonna shut her down. I mean, the sun's still up. I don't know what to do with myself. It's crazy. It's gonna be a great evening. But yeah, no, first and foremost, thank you to the wonderful, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Geek Box. British Nick, it was an absolute pleasure to have you here. As we said earlier, folks, go check out all of Geek Box's content. Go check out all the socials. And yeah, man, we will see this face again.
Oh, yes, you will. Yeah, thanks for having me on, man. Been an absolute pleasure again. I've had a great time. I mean, both with you and everybody watching. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of people my side of the pond that I can sit and shoot the breeze with wrestling about and stuff because there's not as many people I know that are fans, and obviously, I'm not in school anymore, so we can't run into each other in school and talk about the Royal Rumble and that. But yeah, so getting a chance to come on and talk, and I can talk for the whole European state, let alone just UK. But yeah, I've had a great time. So I'm so last bit. Thank you all so much, obviously, for watching. Join us here, making me feel very special as a guest here. Feel very honoured by both all of you and KJ who treat me here. Obviously, it's the reason why I love this channel. Love the boys that run it. Like I said, you've become some of my best mates. Which a couple of years ago when I started off doing the wrestling stuff on my channel, I did not think I'd make such good friends off this. So it's a real privilege for me. And also on top of that, make sure you bring your friends along, bring anyone you care about along. The greatest gift is a gift that you love, like the Wrestling for Life boys. Make sure you're subscribed, become a member if you haven't already, because they got extra content and you get to watch them suffer as they eat wings and that as well, which is a bonus. And of course, on top of that, buy the merch. It's so awesome. I put it on my own body.
That's it.
I love you,
Looking good too, and women love a sharp dressed fella, and men like girls in t-shirts. So on that wonderful note, folks, we are back tomorrow, 7:45 p.m. NXT coming off Roadblock. It's going to be a good one. Like Anthony says, we love you, Geekbox. But as always, check out all the socials, the Discord, all the fun stuff out there. Make sure you click that little bell because, again, we got these afternoon shows. You don't want to miss out. And last time, before we say goodbye, once again, thank you, sir. Go check out all Mr. Geekbox and his wonderful content. And folks, thank you for being here today. Until tomorrow, we'll see you on the flip side. Good night.